It's
No.
okay. Oh, all right. So it's your boy Crimson F9. Thank you all again for showing up for another Tuesday Takedown. Love to see you always. And Tuesday Takedown is at TAMUSA, San Antonio. So yeah, I'm joined by the legendary.
Um, brain rot or liver rot, whatever, whichever works.
Okay, nice. Okay. Wait, so Charles or also no?
Charlie.
Charlie. Okay. Sweet. So yeah, they're So you're thinking about joining the content crew, seeing what's up?
Oh yeah.
All right. And then also a shout out to the Disco Glow Party that we got these nice souvenirs from. So yeah.
I don't know if you can see, but like it's lighting up. So
Oh, I got you. Boom. Ah.
that was.
That's why I got the swords, bro. Yeah. See? There you go. What? Yeah. Oh, dang, you blocked that. Okay. I see you.
Hey, when you're growing up with my dad, he taught me like he made me watch like some Star Wars movies. And that was the one.
Also, it was like this, like that stuff. No. That's fair. So yeah, right now we're just chilling. We're watching, seeing what's up. So I have a second part to this. I have the horns, but then, boom, I got I don't know what this is, but I'll wear it.
It's a flower crown.
There you go. I got the horn crown. There you go. So yeah.
He kind of a big softy though, you know.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, watch out. All right. So it looks like we're getting ready for the games. We're just waiting. So the other thing too to look out for is what's it called? Our roster reveals. So we are having some roster reveals later on. We're still working on those, so those are in the works. But yeah. Oh yeah. Are you surprised by the horns? Boom. I got horns and I also got this. I got double trouble. Yeah. So it's all good though. We chilling. We big chills. So yeah. Now it's actually this is probably one of our bigger Tuesday takedowns. We have a lot of people today. So it's also the beginning of the semester. So you know what? Shout outs to everyone. Looks like we got some players out there. Looks like we have some regulars out there. That's what's up. All right.
Hopefully there will be more from class 27. You know.
Oh, you know what?
Big freshmen.
Big freshman. Okay. That is true. Y'all, that's right. Yeah. So
we'll probably like be in your footsteps by now.
dang. All right. I'm not that old.
Hey, I'm not saying you're old.
Dang, bro. No, it's cool. No, it's fun. It's fun. But it's nice to have you here, honestly, and then also looking into our content crew. You know, always nice to see the future for that stuff. So should be fun. Yeah. So right now, looks like they're starting to. Oh wait, there's just some friendlies. Yeah. So, but so what kind of games are you thinking about like streaming though? Once you get the chance to do it.
Oh, probably like. Well, for now, probably Genshin. You know,
Genshin? Okay.
it's a good start.
It is.
Since it's an open world game.
It's also free.
That's true.
it's free. You know what? You got me sold when it's free, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but like the roles for the characters. Oh, I was grinding so much.
That's fair. I mean, I had it on the PlayStation when I first came out, and I kind of fell off. But you know what? I kind of got back into it because of Star Rail. I'm not gonna lie. So I have to play that more. So, but yeah. Ooh, looks like we're just about to start from the TO themselves. So getting ready. Thank you all again for tuning in for this Tuesday Takedown. Love to see y'all. Yeah, looking a little goofy today, but you know what? We rock it. So yeah.
Hey.
You know what? I just put this as part of my. So I lost like a grudge match on stream on Smash. So I was supposed to eat a hot sauce. So you know what? I'll probably still have to eat the hot sauce. But you know what? Just I know. Don't worry.
Oh, I hope I don't eat a hot sauce.
You know, it's okay. Well, maybe I don't know.
I mean, from being in the valley, I wouldn't mind eating spicy food, but like not as much. You know?
Okay, then I'll just have it like on the ghost peppers. Don't worry.
Oh, that's even worse.
I have the ghost peppers. Don't worry. I'm sure they're out there. Ooh, yeah. Oh, what's up, Hayes?
I'll be totally no.
All right, there you go. All right. Yeah, we have to, bro. 24. Let's go. That's nice. That's a good turnout for the beginning of the semester. All right. So, dang. You know what? So, I'm trying to think here. So Atlas, aside from the 24 contestants that we have, any announcements you think we should make?
That's like start a class.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The start of classes was yesterday,
yeah.
so it was really hectic, actually.
It was kind of like, I don't know, I was new around.
Yeah.
Even though I've been to the campus from NSAO and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So
So
still, it was a nice experience.
that's good to hear. So first, actually, not thinking about it. So have you played Smash, right?
Oh, I have like 5 friends.
That's fair. It's fair. Did you what character did you use?
I would say Lucario.
Lucario, a little Pokemon in there. So what do you think of the new Pokemon? Like the DLC? Did you see the giraffe one?
They have.
Or not giraffe? It's
I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like, oh,
They kind of did him dirty.
I mean,
It's looks. I mean, it grows on you, but I know it's supposed to be like the long neck. But to me, I just saw giraffe.
that's like what they did from the shooter. From like they made the shooter into Sans for a DLC.
That yeah. Oh, bro. I was thinking about. Dang. Okay. No, yeah. It is what it is. But so okay. Looks like the setups. All right. Sweet.
Let's go look at the bracket.
What's up?
Take a look at the bracket.
Yeah. Let's see the bracket. All right. So it looks like we have a bunch of regulars and some new people.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's like, ooh, okay. Right now, we're hitting the rules. Pretty good. So then, well, we have two of TAMUSA people going against each other. There's a little bit of friendly fire. Ooh, I just realized that. Hopefully, I mean, see what happens. Ooh. All right. Okay. Okay. Now, sorry, we had to pause it real quick because I was just listening to the announcement real quick. All right. Yeah. Dang, we have two TAMUSA esports players going against each other. So
oh.
yeah, but be a little bit of friendly fire though, because one of them is gonna have to go through. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. So definitely gonna be an interesting match. Hopefully we see it on stream, but if not, it's okay, man. But this is what I love about Smash though. So definitely anything. Oh, we have just Aiden against who? Who is it gonna be?
Oh, where is it? Where is it?
It looks. Oh, I'm really musty. Okay. Oh, this should be interesting. Yeah.
Best gamer tag ever.
Yeah. I mean, I met a gamer tag called the Whiffer. They played Valorant, so you know what? That's a good one. So it'll be fun.
Hold on.
All right.
It's kind of like fun in here.
I know, because I'm here.
Yeah, that's kind of cheesy and not gonna
That
lie.
is cheesy. It is, but hey, it works. Okay. All right. So, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the horns though. You know.
I'll just stick with the.
Oh, so it's on the
All right.
first.
Okay, looks like we're going to the players. Have a big venue, 24 players. Crazy. Right now, looks like the captain of the Smash team is running up on us real quick. Bro, we have to. These good players, it's gonna be crazy. You know what? Best. It is stacked. That's why I better get ready. Ooh. Okay.
That, it'd
Well,
be like that.
maybe you can redo it again. Yeah. Okay, it's okay. You got it. I believe. All right.
It's kind of funny, like, back at the Valley, there would be this show, commercial with, like, this, car dealer, his name would be Charlie Clark,
Okay.
and they would kind of, like, make fun of me because of my name.
Oh, because it was also Charlie?
Yeah.
Dang.
Like, it would go, Charlie Clark, orale.
Oh, dang. All right, all right.
Oh, man, I wish I could, like, find a video of it, but, like,
No, it's okay. No, yeah, I don't want to say get copyrighted either. That's okay. So, no, I feel that. That's how I felt when. So there was this, hero right in the game. So I wanted to see like, I need a hero. But that's all I could say. That's literally all I could say. So I have to parody it. I have to do like a parody for that song. Yeah. You want to jump in? Yeah.
I mean, we either do 3 testers or like Charlie takes a break and let him test. He's got a 1 tester.
Okay. Are you okay with that, Charlie?
oh, sure.
All right, we'll have Charlie back real quick. We'll just have a caster from the Overwatch team. Let's see what's up. They're top 500. They're also known as. Oh, that's what. Oh no, yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Joseph.
There's Joseph. There you go.
Yeah.
Top 500, best Overwatch player. There you go.
Yeah.
Watch the Overwatch team be listening right now.
No, they're currently playing
like a push mat right now.
Okay, so you guys practicing?
Yeah. What's it called? Our previous like head coach Travis, he wanted us to like scrim his team for droughts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're having droughts right now, so I wanted to like just try to play with us real quick.
Okay. I know you have a little bit of Smash knowledge, though. I've seen you play Smash.
Just a little.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're getting right into the game, though. All right. So,
am I gonna be play-by-play or color casting?
it's up to you. I mean, I never been asked that question up straight up, but okay.
Okay.
Nah, I'm kidding.
let me do some play-by-play.
Okay. You want to do the play-by-play? Okay.
So,
got you.
so tell me like what's happening, like.
Oh, right now it's just
like,
Aiden the Bowser going against I'm Really Musty, a corn player, looks like. So it should be interesting. All right.
Who's favorite here?
What's up?
Who's favorite here? You think?
Oh, favorite? I don't have no favorites. I have to be.
Oh right, yeah. I forgot Cass has got to be doing that.
Yeah, we have to
doing
be
a clean
balanced.
little combo with a neutral air into a forward air.
Just
has to try to do some. What is it? Ledge trapping?
Yeah, a little edge guarding. There you go. Yeah.
That's the word.
So, but what's it called now? Aiden's definitely a regular though. Has been here a few times, or not even a few times actually. I think a majority of the time. Thinking back on it. So really tough Bowser though. Toughest Bowser I know in SA. That's right. If Wade and El Cancel, Miniman, all you Bowsers out there listening, I said it. That's right. This Bowser right here is the best.
The best Bowser.
Yeah, I said it.
Little juggling, bro. This is when I don't want to play any heavy.
That's fair. No, but now watch like all the Bowsers just show up to the next Tuesday takedown. Like, what'd you say?
Yeah.
No, that'd be fun though. But not for me though. Ooh, okay, got him with the forward smash.
Oh wait, that
or
was
not forward smash. I don't know, it's not the forward smash. That's
I thought that was the charged up.
That charged smash, yeah, the charged up.
The charged beam.
Just because it like it had a big chomp in the. So I was like thinking like, no, I don't play corn either. So actually, do you play corn?
Oh.
Dang, more of an Ike. More.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I respect it. Yeah, right now getting that command grab off. Ooh. It definitely gets okay. Looks like they're trying not to let him land. Oh, there you go. Yep.
To the grab.
Yeah, right now Aiden.
Oh wait,
ooh, there we go.
No.
Hey, looks like they were waiting for the
to fake out the ledge grab.
Yep. It was a good idea, but they were holding shields still, so they had enough time to grab.
Like a little like I don't know. Do you call it footsies? Like going like back and forth.
Yeah, a little bit like neutral game. Yeah. I guess I don't know.
There's a counter goes through.
Ooh, yeah.
Bro, I've never seen counters. I want to see more counters.
You want to see more
up air strings?
Speaking as a true Fire Emblem main, or Swordy main, I should say.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah. Right now though, looks like just Aiden's looking good though, having a stock lead, and gets that back air. That seals the deal. Yeah. All right. So looks like game one goes to just Aiden. So it looks like they're going into game two. Right now they're discussing their map bans. So let's see what happens from there.
I forgot. Wait, you can bend. Stadium, like it's like a wider map, right?
Yeah, it's a bit of a new, like a gentleman's agreement because PS2 for the most part favor like it's neutral for all characters.
Some characters like they like doing the long streams.
Yeah,
like,
that's why
taking them from one side of the map to the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I just know. I think Sheik maybe.
And then I feel like Mario with the ladders a little bit, just carry him all the way up.
I think Mario would rather have like the third.
Oh, like the battle, like
Like the battlefield.
Yeah, like triplats.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. Wait, I've seen this like schnasty Peach players just like take you across the screen.
Yeah.
Like double heavy. I'm gonna.
Bro, Battle of the Reptiles. Let's go.
I'm kind of curious here.
Yeah.
The typical, just seeing how they interact here.
Yeah.
Little charge come out.
Ooh. This is the thing though. I feel like King K. Rool. No, I don't know. I'm rooting for Bowser still. Like this matchup. I feel like Bowser goes more into that. But the King. Oh, never mind. King K. Rool definitely showing what's up.
Limit testing how long can you hold that shield.
It's like tan. That's what I saw right now with all those. Ooh, the parry though.
Parry into the up there.
There you go. Okay. Getting that down air. That acts like a spike too, because I've been spiked by that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, the cannon. Trying to get something. Almost got hit with his own cannon, actually. Oh, okay.
To be honest, I thought it was going to spike. I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, no. But luckily, King K. Rool does have a better recovery than Bowser. And Bowser just,
It doesn't. Fuck on.
Yeah.
Do you have to angle the,
I think so. Because I've seen some Bowsers, yeah. Never mind. It looks like Aiden just yep. Like, you know what? It's okay.
Like down 29%. So.
Yeah. The other thing, too, is Bowser's like the heaviest character, or is. So they have one stock is like two stocks for this reptile. Or this Koopa, I should say. Ooh, back air. Trying to fire back. Oh, the
A lot of
crown.
these projectiles are just going uncontested from.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is true. Right now, look.
I want to see him pick up. Yeah, pick
There
up
you
the
go.
crown. Let me see this.
Looks like he hurt the crowd. He knows what the caster wanted. But I'm still, you know what? I'm still rooting for. I wouldn't underestimate this King K. Rool. Could definitely bring it back. You know, right now they are even.
Let me see some.
Yeah.
I-
Oh, yeah, I mean, it looks like they're hearing from the. Ooh. Yeah, there you go. Forward smash seals the deal. Right now, it looks like I'm really musty.
move
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna get him. I feel.
You feel? I don't know. Right now they have that stock lead. Even though you're right, Bowser Breeze and King K. Rool's stock is gone. Let's see. So just needs one good hit. There we go. That doesn't seal the deal though. Let's see. Ooh. All right. Ooh, that. Wait, gets a command grab. Seals it. All right. So right now there is a bit of a percentage, but with King K. Rool can literally just seal the deal. So let's see. Oh, never mind.
King Rool is just pumping out these projectiles, just trying to like get his
Zone.
percentage up. But
Yeah.
Bowser's able to close the gap here.
Well, the other thing
Picks
too
up,
is.
picks up the crown. I want to see what he's gonna do with this.
Oh, just throws the back. Just, I mean, hey, when you have a crown, might as well use it, right?
I want to see him like try to stop the King K. Rool. Like, okay, the worst situation you can be in as a King K, I think, is whenever you like they have the crown.
Oh, the
and-
shield break.
Wait,
Oh,
he gets the shield.
no, it's and they're
Is it
happy.
gonna
They
kill?
oh, well, yeah, well, that's why they're having fun. Yep. They were just well, yeah.
Wait, I thought you had to charge it up.
No, you
or
can
like charge it with a side smash.
it just works. It just happens. I know. That's why when you see that, you just better just either if you're daring parry it or just move away because you can
Yeah.
definitely punish. There's enough frames to punish if they miss. Looks like a good match though. Good round one. You know what? To start off the stream, always good to see.
To be honest, I thought that was gonna sour spot. I gotta be honest.
That's fair. I mean, hey, yeah. So, oh yeah, this is Joseph, one of our Overwatch members, top 500, best in the. What character do you play?
Tank player, but I'm not.
Best tank player.
I'm not
Let's
that
go.
500. But
Bro, all right. Shout out to Joseph and the Overwatch team that are like, you know what? They're always on that grind, always showing what's up. Definitely excited for this semester. We're ready to like just pop off, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
That's good. I kind of had fun doing this. I was kind of quiet, but like, I don't know, like I'm not used to smash casting. I'm just used to what is it, like Overwatch.
Yeah,
Or,
I mean,
like,
honestly, I'm happy to see you here. Always nice to have new casters. Always have like the bit of the surprise with Tuesday Takedown, you know. So thank you. And then who knows? Maybe you'll come back, you know.
Yeah.
So, all right. Oh, you're heading out?
I mean, it was just one side. I'm like, I don't know stuff I can say for more.
I mean, it's up to you. Or yeah. All right. It was nice having you, Joseph. Yeah. All right. All right. Looks like we're gonna have Charles right back. All right. So it looks like we had that. We're excited for game 2, though. That was yeah. So definitely really explosive match. We got at the Battle of the Reptiles. Yeah, it was King K. Rool versus Bowser.
Oh, sorry, I was kind of a little distracted, but you know, I'm back. I'm back.
There you go. Charles is back. Get ready. Looks like we're getting right into game 2. I actually don't know who's playing in this one. Let's see. Oh, anonymous. Wait, what? Oh, anonymous Cal. Oh, versus Wait, who are they going against? Oh, Avery. Okay, this should be fun. Let's see it. All right. Yeah, they definitely look a little new. So maybe that or they haven't been on the stream yet. So either way, happy to have them in this Tuesday Takedown. 24 contestants. It's crazy. And you know what? Honestly, really good first Tuesday of the semester. So yeah. So even
Great.
yeah, great. There you go. You know what? This is why I love having a co-caster. Always kind of help pick up where I mess up a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
It's actually nice to have here, but you know,
Yeah.
new things are
What's up?
new things are starting.
Oh yeah. Oh, looks like they're starting. Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. Nah, sorry. Sometimes it's a little loud in here, so I can't really like.
It's all good.
Yeah. All right. It looks like a Sheik versus DK. All right. So Animus. Oh no, wait. We've had Animus in here before, and I think Avery. I think we have seen him, but I know Animus has been on the stream at least once or twice. But Avery, this might be the first time on our stream, so it should be fun though. Okay, so Sheik versus DK. This is an interesting matchup. I feel like this helps. Well, feel like it goes a little bit more to Sheik because of the combo potential, but DK has a lot of kill power to like take out a stock.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's really good. Ooh, the back here though.
Oh.
Ooh, almost had it. Getting a little bit of the combos in. So that's the thing with Sheik. They can definitely do a lot of cool combos, but the damage isn't always there.
Yeah.
So they definitely have to figure out how to finish the stock. But I always respect the Sheik player though, because Sheik is definitely not an easy character to pick up. So, and I also say that because I've been destroyed by like multiple Sheiks in my whenever I play Smash. It just I don't know. It's kind of predestined. Just that and Bowser. So
I've
Yep.
been mainly like destroyed by Bowser.
nah, that's fair. Nah, yeah, Bowser just tyrannical king. Gotta live up to it. All right. Ooh. So actually, speaking of which, have you played any of Zelda or like Donkey Kong games?
Man, I wish I have, but like, since like I'm trying to like save up money and stuff,
Oh, that's fair.
and I kind of like wish to get myself a Switch.
Oh, that's okay. No worries. Yeah, I gotta. I guess. Ooh. Ooh, that was nice.
That's
Gosh, taken down right off the ledge into. Actually, I don't know how the Sheik stuff, but it looks like a. I say a B. Yeah. Ooh, okay, the up air. I know that's an up air. Oh, there you go. The grab gets the grab before they can touch the ledge. This is what I mean. Sheik definitely has a lot of crazy stuff they can do. I think they. Ooh, no. Oh, well, they were trying to do the. It looks like they. Yep. Okay, they SD'd. They were trying to do a little bit of crazy DK stuff, but luckily, Animus was able to mash out, so that's good to see. All right. Ooh, right now. Oh. Yeah, that's the other thing too is DK has a lot of cool stuff, but definitely not as fast as Sheik. So Sheik can definitely just like. Ooh, okay. Looks like this time they'll get it though. All right. So right now there is a bit of a stock difference, but never count out any player. Avery can definitely turn this around. Ooh. But right now it looks like Animus is going through some strings right now. Okay.
Here's like one. I think right now.
Yeah.
Let's just hope maybe we can hold on a bit longer.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Oh.
That was a really good up air. Okay. Ooh. Is that the two? The up smash? Okay. I see him. Ooh. I already saw that. All right.
That was really good.
That was a good game. All right. Looks like they're doing some map bans. So let's see if we see it. Ooh, okay. Looks like they're picking in it right now. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, the couch is full right now. Combos. All right.
That on Takedown.
Yeah. All right. Looks like they're going right back to PS2. All right. So looks like it's gonna be Sheik versus DK again. What the? Oh no. Okay. Okay. It looks like someone was trying to jump into the match. A secret challenger, maybe. Who knows? That was funny. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. So now it's Sheik and DK. Okay. Running it back to PS2. Doing some crazy combos. Definitely, it's a tough game right now for DK. I think it's just because Sheik has a lot of like combo stuff. So let's see. Ooh.
Oh.
Dang. All right. Making me want to play Sheik, but I don't know how to play Sheik. So. All right. Ooh, good. That was a good grab. All right.
I only played Lucario before, but like I'm not really good at that. You know.
It's okay. It's I mean, happy to see you here though.
Happy to see you too.
Yeah. I mean, ooh.
Oh.
All right. But with Lucario though, why did you pick up Lucario? You just like him?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, they were trying to get the. I'm trying to think of those. That has to be the down B for that one. Ooh, there you
There
go.
we go.
Yeah, right now Animus definitely on a roll. Ooh, never mind.
Oh, there
DK
we
fires
go.
back, but never mind.
Go Avery.
Yeah, it looks like they both have two stocks though, or just basically even the playing field. But right now, looks like Avery was stuck in a little bit of the up airs.
Oh,
All right.
come on, DK.
Ooh, okay.
There we
Ooh,
go.
all right, there you go.
Oh.
I definitely down to see a game 3, but you know what? Let's see. Definitely big improvements though. This is what I like about fighting games, because then you can definitely see a big. Ooh, dang! All right. I didn't think they could just pop them off ledge like that. All right. So. Ooh, the parries though. The up grabs into the right. I think that was the up grab. Ooh.
Oh.
Dang! They are not letting them. They're in mind. Starfall animation. So right now, Avery has the stock lead, but they are at high percentage. So if Animus can just close out this stock though, it'll look even again. Let's see. Now they're going really fast though. Ooh, okay.
Whoa.
Dang! Get caught with the fully charged punch.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh. Let's see if Avery can hold on one.
Oh yeah. Okay. And looks like Animus said no more. Wanted to have an even stock now. Bit of a percentage difference though.
I want to see this tiebreaker real good.
Hyper, you want to see a game 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
Hopefully, like, Avery wins.
Dang, alright, alright. Little Avery fan in the casters, okay, okay.
Come on.
Alright, that's fair, that's fair. Let's see. I mean, I'm always down to see a game 3, so we'll see what happens.
Come on, Avery.
Ooh,
Oh,
dang, alright.
there we go.
I'm rooting for Sheik now. I gotta keep it balanced, so let's see what happens. Ooh,
Oh.
alright. Oh my god, the air dodge though.
I know.
Alright, alright.
Come on.
Almost. Oh no, that was a okay. That was a good get off me tool.
Yep.
Alright. Looks like the. Okay, okay.
Fucking grub. Fucking grub.
Wait, what? Tucking grab.
I guess
Bruh.
I'm just gonna use that from now on.
There you go, yeah. Tuck and grab, tuck and grab. That's funny.
Oh, there we
Back
go.
here, oh, okay. Let's see. Ooh. And they're both at high percentage too, so definitely okay. They can
I'm
get
only
one
going
more
for,
good
like,
one.
I'm going for like Avery.
Game
well,
3?
No, not really. Since I would play. Okay, back in my childhood, I would play DK the game on the
Okay.
Wii.
Oh, that's nice.
So like, it gives a little bit nostalgic.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, the back air
Oh.
steals the deal. Looks like okay, looks like we're seeing a game 3.
There we
Alright.
go.
Looks like we're gonna get some match bands. Alright.
Don't do that.
No, that's fair. Okay, you saw the future? Alright, I saw
Yeah.
you. Alright. You know what? Now we'll see what happens. And, yeah, okay.
I mean, there's two astrologers. There's I forgot her name. But I'm saying Lila,
Okay.
and then Mona.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Okay. Never got Mona. You know the one I really wanted to get was the Earth Archon. What was his name?
Strongly.
Yeah, I wanted to get that one.
Hmm.
I was rolling for that, but I never got him.
He was a good shoulder, but I couldn't get him.
Bruh. Feel that. Ooh, okay.
But I'm so glad I did.
That's fair. Ooh, that
Oh,
bike almost.
there we go.
Yeah. That's a really explosive. Like it's like we're like 20 seconds in, so they're already like going right into it. All right. Ooh, getting those strings though looks like Animus definitely showing the consistency with getting those combos. But you kind of have to when you're playing Sheik. So. All right, let's see. Ooh. There we go. Nice. Now this is a matchup I don't think I've seen. The Sheik versus DK. Ooh, that was nice. Yeah, definitely big improvements from both sides. Looks like they're definitely like reading each other. So, dang, alright, alright. Now I'm rooting for Animus now. I gotta keep it balanced. Ooh. Dang, alright.
Avery, come
Oh,
on.
almost had it.
Fucking grub. Fucking grub.
Tough. Bruh. Ooh.
Oh.
Dang, okay. There we go. It's the down. There we go. Ooh, I didn't know that was gonna kill actually. That surprised me.
Man, Avery. Come on,
Yeah.
you got this.
Look, they were. Ooh, threw out the ninja stars. Alright. The kunai. Alright. Down grab into up. Okay.
Well, that's what they're called.
Oh yeah, kunai. I know because of like I like Naruto. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm more of a Dragon Ball fan, but I did watch Naruto.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
With the Neon Genesis kind of fan.
Okay, okay. I respect it. Even though I get confused on the what's going on sometimes.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Ooh.
Well, speaking of Neon Genesis, I do have that clutch in my backpack. So if anyone sees me around the campus, come by and say hi.
Alright.
Like, I don't mind saying hi.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh no,
Oh.
that's what they were looking for last time.
Oh.
And one of the earlier matches, Avery was definitely going for the good old TK grab off stage or like yeah, it's a DK thing. So ooh, but it looks like
Oh.
Animus was able to like mash out of that. Sometimes you can't mash out of it, but if you're too high percentage, ooh, the up
Oh.
smash on stage or platform. Ooh, got tripped up, and now it looks like they're
Come on, DK.
all right. Oh, awesome. honestly though, awesome matches from both sides. I mean, awesome gameplay from both sides.
Yep.
Definitely showing their mettle. All right. Oh, okay. Hey, all right. Look at that little string from across. Oh, looks like they're going back to right to left. All right. Dang, that damage is starting to pick up though, and look, Animus does have a stock lead. This could seal the deal. Still though, awesome adaptation from Avery though. From like this is a game 3, so they definitely did adapt a bit. All right.
There we go.
Let's see.
Oh, got your rub.
Yep. Not bad. Not bad.
No. Oh.
Okay. Looks like they. Oh no. This might be. We might be looking at the ends pretty soon.
Yep.
All right. All right.
Come on,
They got
Avery.
the. Oh, they were. Ooh. Okay. Never mind. I
Oh,
take it
there we
back.
go.
Looks like there's still some light in Avery right now. All right. The high percentage though, so
Yeah.
really good combo from Sheik does seal the deal, and Animus has definitely shown that they can definitely do that combo. Ooh.
Oh.
All right. Ooh.
Oh. Avery must be holding on.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Force smash seals the deal. All right. Nice gameplay from both sides.
Good game,
So,
Avery.
yeah, that was game 3. So it was a good set, honestly. I didn't see a Sheik versus DK in a while, so awesome to see both. All right. So. All right. So, oh, we're back to us. All right. So sweet. So.
I was not ready for that.
Nah, I mean, hey, something it happens. You just gotta be a little. So after the replay, we usually come back to us, and then while we're waiting for the setup, looks like it's gonna be Sewer Person on stage against. Oh, the TAMUSA Pig Pack, our resident Smash player. So let's see it. All right. So it's gonna be Pac-Man versus Steve. It looks like potentially. I don't know. Could be anything else. So definitely a tough match still ahead. So definitely gonna be an awesome set to see. My brain just malfunctioned for a second. I was like, yeah.
All
right.
Like your brain just started like out of nowhere.
Yeah, I literally just like, my one brain still stopped working for a second. Looks like Aiden's looking at the camera right now a little bit. Oh wait. Looks like he's looking right now. He's looking at us. Let's see it.
Hey,
What's up, Aiden? He's waving to the
up?
camera. We see it. Little photograph from Hope. We saw it. And dang, you're on the camera right now. So like, okay. No, it's okay. You didn't know you were on the. No, it's okay. It's fine.
We see the devil horn.
Yeah. I mean, I got my own. See? What's up? It is. I stick my tongue out. So. Oh, okay. Oh, we should be good now. Yeah, it does. Oh, you can just hear like the controllers just like moving. Yeah.
Like it'll be nice if you have music playing back. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that would be nice. I think we just have to. I don't. The other thing too is sometimes the players like it a little quiet, but not too much. We'll see. But we'll think about that. We'll definitely put that in suggestions for future Tuesday takedowns. We're always looking to improve, change the formula up. Maybe we'll have some music in here. We'll see what happens. Looks like we're going right into Sephiroth.
Is that
All right.
Steve?
Yeah, it's Steve versus Sephiroth, a matchup you never thought you'd see until now. Well, I mean, it's been here for a while, but like, you know, on TAMUSA, or I mean Tuesday. There you go. Yeah, I meant Tuesday. Well, I mean, it is here at TAMUSA.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but still, it looks like right now, who's the real menace, Steve or Sephiroth? We're about to find out. So, definitely surprised though. I was not expecting the Sephiroth, but I am happy to see it. The shield break. All right, and looks like they're getting the mine now, trying to look for that diamond. Ooh, no, the TNT. Oh no, but it looks like they're still alive though.
Never like seen like G players before.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'll-
I mean, it's been a while since I don't have a Switch.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Now, Steve is definitely an interesting character in Smash. Actually, there's been some. My brain. Okay. I can't process this the awesome stuff that's going on right now. But
Don't
So-
worry, chat. He's just having some. And Steve is
Malfunctions.
winning.
yeah, it looks like for right now though, we never know. Never count out a Sephiroth
Hey, come on.
or Smash player. And the other thing too though to note is Sweet Person is definitely a tough opponent to go against. They are. I mean, in SmashCon, I think they got like 17th or like place out of like 200 or something. That was a lot of people though. It was a major basically. So definitely a tough opponent. I say 200. It could have been way more than that. I just know it was a major. Let's see. Oh, ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, looks like being a little patient on this though, but ooh,
I'm sorry. There's like life flying around.
bruh. It's because they
Like-
want to see the cast. They want to see what's up. They want to like, oh hey, can I talk to?
And
See.
I like sticking my
Oh, okay. Want some of the sweets? Yeah.
very sweet.
All right, all right. Ooh, I almost got that. This should be interesting. Let's see. The other thing too is I don't think I've really seen Sephiroth versus Steve that much. Okay. Oh no, gets hit with the
Oh.
anvil, done in like Tom and Jerry. Wait, did you watch Tom and Jerry?
Yes.
Okay. I was like,
I would be very uncultured if I haven't watched commentary.
that's fair. That is a good question, actually. I love both shows, so
I know.
that actually is a tough one. How dare you make me pick between the two? If I had to pick in the end, and I always loved Daffy Duck, so you know Looney Tunes. So, yeah. Ooh, the keys though. What about you? If you had to pick between the two?
Oh, okay. I think. Oh, I want to say commentary, but you know, Looney Tunes has Bugs Bunny.
Speaking of which, though, looks like Pickpack goes right back to Pac-Man. I don't blame him. You know, sometimes this is good for tournaments to experiment with like different characters. So, no, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh no, got hit with the 5.
Oh,
And
that-
that's a good combo. And then that's the other thing too.
Oh.
So the issue that with Steve is actually so they can actually block out a lot of other characters' recoveries. And there's a lot of other stuff too that Steve just kind of breaks the game. That there is some tournaments that actually ban Steve.
For real?
Yeah, they're that broken. They actually had to they banned them. And there was also a few glitches that they never fixed because the final patch notes didn't fix that. Or not a few glitches, at least just one that I'm aware of. But we here though we stand Steve though, because I mean while it is difficult to go against Steve, it's doable. Definitely doable to play around. So, but yeah, but the other thing too is like Steve literally just breaks the game with the amount of things they can do, but not in a bad way though. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, and the other thing too is I really do think that you can win with any character. You just have to work maybe a little harder in some cases. But the skill's still there though. Not anyone can use Steve. You still have to like practice the like combos and like know all the good stuff, you know?
Mhm.
So, ooh, got hit with that diamond sword though.
Looks like Steve is gonna win.
Yeah. Ooh, the bell. Oh, that was a good parry though. Looks like they were. Oh, never mind. That bell came back though. It looks like a taco. That's what I thought it was at first, but it's actually a bell.
Oh, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
What
what's
is
up?
your best arcade game?
My best arcade game.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna say Galaga. No,
I'm gonna say it. It's kind of basic.
it's basic.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then the other one I really did love playing a lot is Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Okay. That's still basic.
A little bit. But, you know.
So, what's your favorite then?
It's gonna be basic, but Pac-Man.
Okay. Wait a minute. So you're telling me Galaga and Street Fighter are basic, but then you're over here with Pac-Man. All right.
I got this other one.
Ooh.
It appeared in what's it called? Pixels.
Ooh.
That movie.
Yeah, it looks like they're right now blocking out the recovery though. Big issue, but the dang. Oh, that, all right. Looks
Oh,
like
I just
ooh.
realized Steve just lost.
Yeah. Still though, a lot. That's the other thing too is Super Person is definitely not an easy opponent to go against. So.
But Pac-Man is on his life support right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, but you know what? Yeah, but Pac-Man, I still believe in the Pac-Man. You know, anything can happen. Honestly, learn an experience. Let's see what happens.
That's like me fighting against Friday Shogun. First time, actually.
Yeah, all right, all right. Yeah, right now they have their apple. They're waiting to use their own apple against them. I can already see it. Looks like they're building. But you know what? I believe in the. Ooh. Oh. There we go. Right now, though, Pac-Man can still. A bit of it's yeah. It would definitely be. It's definitely an uphill battle. I'm not gonna lie about that. But I still believe. Looks like Pac-Man still hasn't. Or Pickpack hasn't given up. That's the thing, because pick pack, and pack kind of. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh,
Oh,
but yeah, I got done it, but
there we
it's
go.
okay. Yeah, looks like an awesome set to see though. Tough games, but you know what? Looks like fun all around. We saw the fist bump. So it's all good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually that's how I feel. I went to an arcade, so there's another local. Oh, okay. So there is a bunch of locals here that have for Super Smash Bros. Tournaments and all that. So we're not the only one here. Tuesday Takedown is here for TAMUSA, but we have a bunch like at Otaku, and then Otaku Cafe, and then also Techport, and then Shenanigans,
Oh, there's
and
an Otaku cafe.
yeah, there's no Otaku Cafe.
Man,
It's over on the like the north side near the medical center.
Ah.
Yeah, but it's a really packed. It's actually like the biggest like Smash tournament like or local in I think Texas. Yeah, or I want to say I heard someone say like in like America or like the United States. So like yeah. So okay, looks like we're going to bracket. All right, let's see. So it looks like it's gonna be XP on Soluk on stream. So it looks like we're gonna be seeing a Greninja for sure from XP or OP also known as. Again, and Soluk, I think I've seen a Sora from them, so it should be fun. So Greninja versus Sora, potentially. We might see something else. I'm not 100%.
Well, I'm gonna root for Greninja because like my closest friend would play as Greninja at times.
Okay,
So,
okay.
You know,
Shout out to Pokemon. So you just like Pokemon?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. Back when I was like still a kid, I was like so into it.
Okay,
So, like when you grow up, you started losing interest in it. So
that's fair. Okay. Then okay. I think here now. So looks like on the whoop. All right, we're going back right into it.
I just realized it was like
Oh yeah. So we also have in the background we have a bunch of stock videos that we have on the TV showing a little bit, a little bit introducing to like right now the Tuesday Takedown stuff is on there. But we also have some roster reveals that oh, fun stuff. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, looks like that's the Overwatch roster. I was like pausing a minute to see.
Yeah.
So some of that's the older ones, and some of them have graduated. But yeah. Nation 6. Alright, looks like they're going right into it. Right though, I'm just stretching though. So also thank you for everyone for tuning in for our Tuesday Takedown. Yeah, to get the stretches in. Yeah. Cha. So yeah.
Like, hold on, I'm just like laid back.
You know what? I feel that, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta lay back, keep it easy. It's all good.
Man, I need to pick up these boots, man. It's like killing me.
I'll be honest with you. That's why I'm in the shorts, bro.
Bro,
I go for the comfy fit for me. Yeah, so like is playing should be Sora. Yeah. So no, honestly I kind of feel you. I'm just there's a lot of interesting technical stuff that we did, but you know what? We got it working. As always, we prevail, right, Atlas? South Street, yep. There you go. But honestly though, I think yeah. Man, sometimes I wish we had the camera on our stream lead, but you know what? maybe not for the yeah. Oh yeah, yep, that's the spinning. Yeah. Alright, you know what? I got the short key now. So let's see. So yeah.
man,
Right.
I kinda like, oh, have you played
Beat Saber?
that too?
Okay. Is it a rhythm game?
Yeah.
Okay.
As well as Hatsune Miku Diva Project.
I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've played it. It's like the one where is it like Geometry Dash? Where you're like
Oh,
you know what Geometry Dash is?
of course.
Okay. No, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not that young.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm 18.
Okay. Actually didn't know what Geometry. Okay, so the thing is, I don't know. I played it a few times, but I didn't know like you could have it on a PC. I thought you can only have it on a phone. So yeah. Looks like they're setting up they're mapping out their controls real quick. Let them do that. So, yeah. Oh, you're looking up the game right now, trying to figure it out.
Oh, more like so
You are at the university. Yes.
I'm at the
The
university.
university. Oh, that's right. You don't live in the dorms, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Okay. All right. See you, Aiden. Maybe giving a quick high five to the stream lead real quick. I mean, stream lead, the creative lead. That's the creative. That's all right. My brain has been
Biden.
malfunctioning, honestly. What? Dang. All right. Looks like we're going into a game already, though. Looks like they agreed on PS2. It's a good gentleman's agreement, honestly. Yeah. Or I don't know what else to call it. That's why I just call it, because both sides agree on it. So I was like, put it like a compromise, I guess. Yeah, because I go there too. Let's see. Yeah, we've had a lot of contestants where they had to delete the usernames every now and then. All right, for Ninja versus Sora, I was right. Sweet.
Let's go, Ninja.
I'm gonna be rooting for Sora now. Just because you're rooting for Greninja. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
Now, actually, shout out to both. Definitely seen them to a lot of Tuesday takedowns. So always good to see some regulars in and out. You know, especially. So let's see. This Greninja though, or XP definitely they do some crazy stuff. They definitely like the freestyle. So
No.
yeah. But Sora though also coming in with that Keyblade action. All right.
Oh, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What is your best Kingdom of Hearts like?
What's my best what?
Kingdom of Hearts.
Oh, best. I thought you meant like Sora design. I was thinking about it.
That too, but like. You know.
Okay. My best Kingdom Hearts. I think the one that really got me into it was 2, and then I came back to 1. So I think 2 was because it was honestly I think 2 was my favorite. But 3 is awesome. I mean, honestly, a lot of them are cool.
It's funny because I'm saying that, but like, I haven't played the game or like seen. I've seen some clips of it.
That's okay. Don't worry. I mean, honestly, Kingdom Hearts the sword does get kind of confusing, but ooh, but back to this game though. Looks like all right now they have all right.
Wow, out of seconds. Oh,
Yeah. Now they definitely did a lot of damage to each other already, like in a minute. So. Ooh.
wow, you're giving me a major brain fart right now.
Bro, nah, it's okay. It looks like the Greninja gets that back air though.
Yep.
So, all right. Right now, these competitors though, they're definitely thinking ahead right now. Ooh.
Green Ninja's ahead. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Well, yeah, XP is definitely a tough opponent to go against. So is Soul Luck though. That Sora can definitely catch you off guard if you're not careful. Ooh, okay. Good old forward. Forward air, I should say. Okay. Yeah, but the other thing too is I kind of came out of class right into this, so my brain has definitely. I have to get used to that, so that's gonna be most of my Tuesday takedown.
I just like came here and just like, hey, you know what? You kind of like want to kill here.
That's fair. That's fair.
And you know what?
So, but I'm glad that you decided to take chill here for, check it out. So, are you thinking about doing some more though for this kind of stuff for our content crew? Be a streamer, potentially. Ooh,
Actually, I want to like do it sometime.
sometime. Okay. So, okay. Definitely unfortunately though, our coach isn't here today, but he'll be here tomorrow. He's actually, I think he's still moving. That's why he couldn't be here today. But you know what?
That's very cool.
But we'll be here tomorrow. So if you ever want to talk to the coach, definitely a nice person. I'm not just saying that because like I'm just not to get fired or whatever. Nah, kidding. Honestly, Coach Jaggers is really cool, really chill, and then really understanding. And so definitely, if you talk to him, figure stuff out. Who knows? Maybe see into more content stuff. Let's see.
I'm gonna go back to wearing like Converse right now.
That's fair. That's why it's definitely been hot. That's why I've been wearing shorts. Ooh.
Man, you have no idea how you have to walk around. Like, platforms are kind of hard to.
Ooh.
There
I
we-
actually missed it. Was it a backer?
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, back with a forward smash. Alright.
1v1. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Dang. That is true. They both only have one stock now.
Mhm.
All right.
And Greninja starting with a good start.
I thought
Yeah.
XP was gonna get the stock in
Oh, yo. What's up? I just realized. I got a little bit of a surprise on the casting side. We're joined by right now currently Mazakoda. There you go. Oh wait, Mazakodo. There you go. My bad. I might have. Yeah, I'm not good with words
No,
sometimes.
you're all good. I'm waiting for losers bracket to start.
Okay. Right now we're still in winners though, so probably be seeing towards the end of winners before we go into losers. All right, let's see, and then we'll get to see the grand finals between the winners of both brackets. All right, let's see. Or not brackets, but like the winner. Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
Oh.
All right, looks like up smash. I don't know, up smash, up tilt. Ooh. Now, having that fire rate and get caught with the Thundaga.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I was trying to move from my distance.
Yeah.
And still, Greninja is doing so well.
Yeah. Ooh, that fully
Oh.
charged B. Or neutral B, I should say.
Cellular. Come on, Green Ninja. Are you punished?
Not yet. Still though, definitely an interesting match though between Greninja and Sora.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, it's not really a match. It's a lot.
Yeah, not actually for real. But Greninja can definitely catch Sora off because it's really tough for Sora to land sometimes because of how floaty they are. So, ooh, almost got caught with that Undaga, or a little bit of that magic. What's up, Eli? Getting a little fist bump right there. Ooh.
Is that a grab?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Come on, do a little damage, Green Ninja.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get caught with the up. That up B will definitely seal the deal. Yeah, that's actually.
Especially at such a high percentage such as that.
Yeah, it's definitely a kill confirmed. All right. All right. Let's see.
There's my man.
All right. So going into round 2, had a.
Oh, it's been like a bit dark.
Did. Yeah. It is 8:24 though. See what happens. These.
Hopefully, I could stay a bit longer.
That's okay. No worries. Now with 24, we might stay till like 10 or 11, honestly. So it depends. Honestly, it varies for how many competitors we have. But today it might actually last till like 11, so might be in here for the long haul.
It's probably because of this. This will probably going on.
Yeah. Well, we also have a bunch of regulars that. So the cool thing about Tuesday Takedown isn't just people from the school, but it can also be people from all over SA.
For real?
Yeah. A lot of these competitors are actually either from actually other universities too. I think we have a couple from even UTSA. Yeah. Definitely fun to see them here. You know what? And like competing. Awesome. It's honestly one of the best things I like about like fighting game tournaments for locals.
Man, look at that. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's gathered around.
Oh yeah. So that's the other thing too that we do in content crew. We help set up. So that's a big shout out to our stream lead Atlas because they're the one that helps make sure everything's all put together, all nice and good. So
Hopefully, people like
all right.
people like Atlas like to be around.
Oh yes, right here. Okay.
Like a little small wave right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Now Alice is actually the one working on the stream, the computers.
Red Green Ninja.
Yeah. Red Grenade. Shout out to the Crimson. Let's go. Might be a little biased on the red color because my gamer tag is literally Crimson. So.
Oh, my Roblox tag is kind of like catapult.
Oh, okay.
But I was supposed to put catapult.
Oh.
That's why I just put that.
Okay.
It has a little more. I might change it to end stop. That's more of a me thing.
Okay. Ooh. Dang.
Oh.
Oh, almost got. Oh my.
Oh.
Ooh. No, they're still
Oh.
good. They're Sora. There, as long as they buffered that side B, they are good. They can go pretty deep off stage, honestly. Now, that is one of the advantages to having Sora. They can definitely have a lot easier recovery than others. Or probably one of the better recoveries. Ooh. That Greninja, though, that down smash,
Oh,
them
there
sealing
we
the
go.
deal. Alright. So right now, it looks like Greninja has a good stock lead right now. Well, it definitely can be
It's a,
closed
like,
out.
It's a medium.
It's pretty good. But right now, they're definitely showing how to close it up, though, if they can get that second stock. Ooh, the
Ooh.
footstool about to do something saucy. This is the other thing too I love about seeing XP because I've seen some crazy freestyles that they've done with their Greninja. So big shout out to them. Though I wouldn't count Soul Luck out yet though. This Sora can definitely. This Sora took game 1, so can still do pretty hefty damage.
Hopefully Green Ninja will take this.
Now we want to see that game 3.
Yep.
All right.
Because
Ooh, that grab though.
the perfect game 3 is the best. Good.
That just lasts longer on the stream. Oh yeah, honestly, I like seeing game 3s. Just to show the highlights and the skills of both players, honestly. Because I definitely get beat up. Ooh, with the spike into the counter spike, bro.
Oh,
Crazy. Okay. That was honestly saucy. All right, and they just went. My God, definitely look a different game to game. Yeah, this is definitely a different Greninja compared to game 1. They are definitely moving at a faster pace. So let's see.
Oh, another speed right there.
Yeah, that looks like they leveled up. You know.
Yep.
There you go. Maybe that's why they call him XP. Yeah. Ooh, but that forward smash definitely taking out that stock. So It's gonna be uphill battle, but Sola can definitely pick it up.
There
Ooh,
we go.
that up air though.
Yep.
Right. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, trying to do some Sora combos. Okay, almost got caught with that. And ooh, they had a tough time landing. That's the other issue with Sora is that they have a tough time landing once they're in the air. Ooh. All right, all right.
Oh,
The neutral air to the forward air. All right.
excuse me for a minute.
Okay. No worries. Okay. So right. Ooh, the back air. All right. So looks like we're seeing a game 3. And right now it may just be me, but you know what? It's never. Don't count me out. So let's see.
Howdy.
Yeah. There you go. I just realized I kind of said G Meister already, so
Yeah.
unfortunately it wasn't big of a surprise. But you know what? We love to see you on here. It's been a while.
I always appreciate commentating. I just saw the seat open now. But
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's been open, but
Nah, it's okay. Don't worry.
yeah. But
Um.
I know. I was watching that set on that couch right there, the one that
Yeah, it was
you see
different.
on screen right now.
Yeah.
I got up and walked over here.
Yeah. No, I was honestly, I'm happy to see you. Like, look. So how you doing so far in this tournament? How you feeling?
I've played only one match, but I won it 2-0. It was a very close set
Yeah.
versus Tension.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other thing too is, I bet we haven't seen G Meister in a while, but guess what else they a little new.
Yeah, a bit less hair.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's nice though. It's a nice haircut. I
Yeah,
like it.
thank
You know what? Honestly though, when it's the G Meister, anything looks good.
Yeah, I just have that way with.
Yeah.
with looks,
He's got
you know,
the G
yeah.
Meister Riz.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just. But anyways, yeah. So, what's it called? This is probably the most packed Tuesday we've had in a while.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. I walked in here and I was like, dang, this is a pretty stacked tournament. So
Yeah.
I was very happy I came here.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm always, we always appreciate the G Meister. We stand G Meister. You know what? We'll have that Mountain Dew one day. You know, just have it like exclusive for the G Meister. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like they have it. Yo, what's up? You can just put it right here. Yeah. I think wasn't there a red controller there earlier? Oh, all right. See ya. Take it easy, brother. Oh, no, wait. Oh, got you. My bad.
Bit of a wobbly camera moment there.
Yeah, a bit of a wobble. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, someone was just sitting behind their monitor at home and they're like, whoa.
Yeah, I know. Like, what happened? Yeah. Dang. Man, it's definitely been a minute. It's definitely fun to have you guys. It looks like they're starting up the match.
Oh, switch to Lucas
Yeah.
from
It makes,
Sola.
makes sense though, because one of the issues with Sora is just landing because they're so floaty.
I do agree with you. That's a very good observation.
Yeah.
Because Greninja's such a fast character, he's just kind of waiting to catch landings, so.
Yeah, just like a lot of punishment opportunities. Ooh, but I haven't seen. I know Sola did Lucas right before they moved to Sora.
As far as I know, he's always kind of like co-main them simultaneously.
Okay.
So,
We're under the restaurant.
Okay. So okay, that's good to know. Because I've definitely seen both characters from Sola, but I just don't know if it's like what that issue in the game 2 we saw with Sora. I don't know if that's why they. Ooh, that drag down into the.
Ooh.
All right.
experienced another smooth combo.
Yeah.
I know if I asked him about it, he'd say, nah, I hated it. I dropped that F smash or something, but
Dang.
even when he messes up, he's still doing great.
I mean, hey, sometimes that's always looking for perfection.
Yeah,
So it's
I
never
respect that.
Yeah. Never bad. All honest, but that's another. Ooh, okay. I sometimes I want to go for it whenever I see that recovery, but it happens. Hey, what's up? Hello. Okay. So, right now, ooh,
Yeah, it seems to be going better for Solak this match than the
Yeah.
last. I'm unsure. There's probably a reason he did go Sora in the first place, so I'm wondering if there's something particularly bad about this matchup. Like,
that is true.
Lucas is also still relatively floaty.
Yeah, that up smash though. Oh yeah, from yeah,
Oh, Punish
Ooh.
beats out the F smash with an F smash of his own.
yeah.
The dog eat dog world out there.
It is a dog eat dog world out there. Damn. Oh.
Now it looks like Lucas might be able to take this stock.
Oh, yep. That was a good 2-frame right there. Honestly, I guess I'm used to seeing the yo-yo, but since Lucas doesn't have a yo-yo, that's the.
Yeah, he either chooses to use a stick or hexagons for his smash attacks.
Okay. Okay.
Actually,
Got
all
him
of his
with the
attacks are
grab punch,
hexagons
but
now that I
couldn't
think
do
about
much
it.
with it after.
Yeah. Ooh, that the 40. Okay. I neutral a little bit right there. Honestly, I don't really know much of Lucas' style. That's kind of the I'm used to Ness with like from Conti, but not
Conti, yeah.
Lucas. So
Yeah, there's a couple Lucas players. It's mainly Solok and 3ISAM here in San Antonio.
oh, okay, that makes sense.
Or Walk on Water.
Oh,
He
Same.
tried to get him with the freeze, but
Oh,
the
oh,
almost.
there you go.
Up the up smash there.
Yeah, this is definitely a different. Okay, there you go.
That forwarder will do it.
Yeah,
unless he is like he can do something about that rocket thing.
nah, it's okay. Knowing XP, they can definitely turn it around. They're pretty good at it.
Yeah, he definitely has the capability to still win this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah,
It's mainly about how quickly can he secure this kill without sacrificing too much percentage.
yeah.
I mean, the good thing about it is that the thing of him is
Yeah.
Yeah, although he's quick, a lot of his kill moves are very hard to land,
Yeah,
or they're
that's-
very finicky.
yeah, that's the problem.
What's up, Cheeseburger? This is game 3, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that ooh, the up
Lands
smash.
the up smash,
Yeah,
gets the right hit on it.
that
That's what he
perfectly
needed.
actually. Okay. Oh, what's up, Madison? Oh, you posted?
Yeah,
Okay, don't
it's
worry.
all good.
Yeah.
Everyone's there, though.
There you go. There you go.
Tried to get him with the third.
Yeah, Solok
Yeah.
is trying to slow things down using these PK fires. He just wants to
Yeah.
keep his percent lead.
It looks like he's trying to keep him at a distance, kind of zone a little bit.
Yeah.
XP's just waiting for the right
they're
opening.
both throwing out
That's
the
definitely too
projectiles, just trying to get some kind of.
One thing I've noticed that XP does pretty consistently is he likes doing this like, it's like a pretty slow cadence dash dance of like dash one way then dash back, and he'll mix it up with either just a grab or he'll go for an attack or just hold shield to try to cross up.
Yeah. Oh, no. So wait, so what happens? They bounced off, but sometimes I notice that they can do like a second one. So what's the?
So what probably happened is he could have inputted another up B, but if you input the second up B while you're too close, because the PK up B.
Okay, that's good to know. I've honestly, because I've seen that before, where like you bounce off instead of like. That's why I was curious how that works.
Yeah, I don't know like how tight it is. I know it's relatively tight, but I know from playing like Ness Online, I don't really play Lucas, but I've done that before where I'll do the second up B and then immediately that spear just goes right
okay,
into the stage
okay.
and I just sink like a
Okay.
okay.
Now this it
it's
was.
foam.
Yeah, it's foam. Yeah, I thought it was. Nah, you're fine. I'll just move them up a little. There you go.
Yes, now the setup is G-Meister friendly.
There you go. Yeah. No, still though. Okay. Ooh. Looks like we're gonna see one of our Tamusa go against Solak. All right. Should be interesting. This should be like a Terry versus Sora, or maybe Lucas. What do you think?
Against Terry, I could see both. I think he just generally likes starting with Sora more.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, hey, look, we're
Oh.
back to us, and we're back on this. So who are you going against, G-Meister?
I'm going against Renegade.
Oh, that's gonna be an interesting match. That's gonna be a. You know, I believe in you. Believe.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I've never beaten Renegade before, but
Hey, you
I-
know what? It could happen today on
I
Tuesday
know.
Takedown.
if there is any place it could happen, I know it is here.
There we go. You know, that's what. You always try to rizz us up. All right, I see you, bro. Dang. No, awesome to have you here, though. Always. So you know what? What is Renegade played? Is it more Snake or?
Yes, Renegade still will always be a Snake main, but sometimes, depending on how he's feeling, he'll play just like a plethora of top tiers.
Okay.
Mainly Steve, Rob, and Aegis.
Okay. I know they're a known Snake player. I've seen shoutouts in the chat every now and then whenever they're on. So I was like, okay.
Yes.
But you know what?
Nice
They're
to
not
see
ready.
Hayes back here, though.
Oh yeah, for real. Honestly, I was excited to see that.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's gonna be Hayes versus Gunjoshi.
Got a
So
Mountain Dew here.
yeah, there you go.
Sorry if that was really loud. It was
Nah, it's
louder than I
okay. You know what?
anticipated.
Sometimes you love to hear that little click. You know, fine, don't worry. Yeah, I honestly, that's the funny part is I kind of learned the word Riz. That's why I've been using it a lot more. I feel like an old man a little bit sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. So a bit of the boomer here, I guess. Even though I'm not that. I mean, I'm 23. I mean, that's not too old, right?
No.
So yeah, whenever I learn a new word, I tend to use it a little bit more than I. uh, so, but yeah, and then I. All right.
Oh,
Oh,
we're
the,
seeing actually a different move set from Hayes here.
yeah, I saw that.
He is switching from using the shot put to using. There's like a rapid jab punch, like as the neutral B attack instead.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, it's a pretty good kill option. It sends up vertically.
Is this
I-
like a meta for sorties?
I don't know why he's doing it in this matchup in particular. But I know he was experimenting with it against Rob for playing against two.
Really?
Yes. He might just like the move overall more. Oh, but
Ooh,
that
forward smash.
jab into F smash will
Yeah.
take it.
That's good to know, though. Okay.
For this match, I think I personally would still stick with the shot put just because I want to try to hit Prom off the stage and just let trap him better.
Like a gimping potential.
Yes.
Okay.
But there's like both choices are valid.
Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, because the other thing too, the Miis have like a bunch of different presets you can have. So sometimes I do wonder what like the best meta stuff is. I'm pretty sure there's like videos on it too.
Yes, FaZe generally uses the best set.
Okay.
There's a
Ooh.
couple, like Me Brawler has a couple of moves that you can switch out.
That
Like
makes
there's
sense.
a command grab side B.
Oh,
as opposed
I've
to
been
the
hit,
kick.
yeah, I've been hit with that online, just like the SD off stage with the. So yeah, don't worry, I know that one.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's like the only other like really good option. Everything else is pretty much worse than what he has.
That's funny. Ooh. So, I'm guessing Miis. Oh yeah,
Ooh,
that
two-frame,
Crom
I
def-
think.
yeah, that was a 2-frame, with that like that forward tilt or yeah, or jab.
I think it was a forward tilt.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Prom's jab generally like pops up a little bit, and so you'll notice at later percents that Prom will either go for just a jab into F smash or a jab into back air.
Okay.
So it's more like just a temporary juggle tool.
That makes sense.
Follows up with a forward air.
Yeah.
Good awareness from Hayes, knowing that probably would have just missed the thrower and then just.
Oh, is that the?
Yes,
oh!
that is. If that killed, I would have said, that's the better choice all the way every day.
I mean, it almost
close.
that surprised me. It was definitely a. Ooh.
Almost gets a cheeky hit with that down B.
Yeah, it looks like this will. So
Yes.
is it the better?
It seems to have more utility so far. I mean,
you did say if it got a kill.
oh yeah. If he's making it work, then who am I to judge?
That is fair.
I do like having the little projectile personally, but there's
Honestly, that's how I feel. Because I see a lot of you like, a lot of you guys compete and go crazy. That sometimes I wonder like, can I cast this? Because y'all go crazy, honestly.
if he landed that F smash, I wonder if that would have been game. It would have been very close.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Very committal side B, but
They didn't get punished too bad for it.
yeah, no punish at all. So he's still sitting pretty.
Yeah. Ooh.
He was able to air dodge. quicker out
Oh
of
no,
that.
yeah. That will seal the deal. That was still kind of that was interesting though. That
Yeah,
was kind of close, honestly.
The more and more I saw that neutral B actually, the more and more I'm a believer in it now. It led to like a cat and mouse chase in the neutral, then he just got
Yeah.
hit by one straight. He was just that too high.
Honestly.
But almost a really good comeback.
Yeah, for real, especially against Joshi.
Yep. Both of these players, I'd say, are at a pretty equal skill level, so it's a good set to watch because I don't know who will win.
Yeah, that's true. We're about to find out.
Yeah.
This is what I love, though. Sometimes I do wish there was a best of 5. I am curious, maybe if there was just one more game, if there would be any differences, you know?
It always is hard to say.
Ooh.
When players are like this good and like equal in skill,
Yeah. Like you want to
Yeah.
see maybe a more like first to 5 or something like
yeah,
that.
for sure. Like anyone could win any game. It's just like, but if we're just counting like how they're playing for these 10 minutes,
Yeah.
that's what changes everything. Just
Not for real. Any
sorry, is this your
Charles?
stuff? You want to grab it real quick?
Are you? Oh wait. Are you hitting out, Charles? Or are you still gonna? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. All right.
Yes. Sorry about that, folks. We have a plethora of commentators here at Takedown.
I mean, hey, I love to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, the more the better. I don't have to like worry about like sailing by myself.
Ooh, the
Ooh.
down air.
Oh no, it was too committable. Oh. Dang. Yeah, but you know what? I
Some
gotta.
banter from the people on the couch.
Yeah, actually.
But you love to see it. I love seeing the community involved with the match.
No, honestly, this is what I love. I mean, I want us to be as big as maybe Otaku one day. That might be a big hurdle, but
I would love that, but I don't know how much we can do.
that is
You know?
true. We would need like a lot more switches, that's for sure.
I mean, people are gonna be willing to bring them.
That is true. Maybe more tables then.
Yes. Well, maybe we'll just have to take over the room next door for that.
We have to fight the Overwatch team for that one. Ooh,
We can beat them in a game of Smash Bros.
yeah, that's true.
Exactly. like-
Exactly. Hey, yeah, and make sure we have them take us on our turf.
Exactly.
Yeah. Middle ground Tekken. I mean, it's still a fighting game, so I feel like we still have a better chance. That I feel like
There's a couple I know
Yeah.
of, but not too many.
not too many. A couple though. We have a couple. We have enough for to at least seal the deal.
While
Ooh,
we've been talking,
Yeah.
Yoshi's really been bringing this back.
yeah.
Dude, that's the jab right there. And
Ooh,
he was just able to like kind of toss him up and then just wait for an option from Hayes.
yeah. It's kind of hard to land on that one. Ooh,
Braum is very scary in neutral. Like his only big weakness is his disadvantage. So when you see Braum start to get hits, it's pretty tough.
yeah.
So,
And then especially just to land with Gunjoshi.
so you see like
Ooh,
Hayes is already at 95 just off like 10 seconds of hits.
yeah. But so
Crazy.
Hayes actually doesn't do too bad against the. Oh.
Oh.
Ooh, no. Oh, that scared me, honestly. Oh, no, the back air. They were waiting.
Yeah, risky get up attack.
Yeah. Still, though, that was a good set, though. Honestly, game 3. That was nice.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, that was, like, equal. So,
Yeah, for how many people are crowned, or not crowned, prom doubters,
yeah. Yeah,
his advantage is very scary.
yeah,
and
for real.
he-
I mean,
he-
it's a sortie,
Yeah,
so...
Genjoshi was able to show that. Like, Genjoshi shows the good things about prom.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Sweet. You know? Oh, wait. I just got an idea real quick. Can you keep our crowd busy just for 1 second real quick? I'm gonna go get something. I'll be right back.
Okay, the one issue is that I just got called to
Oh,
play.
oh, shoot. I was about to show up with like a Coca-Cola to meet your Mountain Dew.
Ah,
Yeah. I just remembered there's some in the fridge. I was gonna get some. Yeah. All right. Well, good luck.
thank you. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
casting. You know what?
Yeah, hopefully I'll be back later.
Okay. Well, you know what? Yeah. Later. See you. Honestly, I want to see you at grand finals. So you know what?
Well, now that you mentioned that, I will try to win.
Yeah, you
It
gotta-
wasn't the plan before, but now that you said that,
It's got to be now. Yeah.
yeah,
I-
now I feel obligated.
There you go. All right. It's gonna be. Go ahead. Always welcome. Always welcome new casters. All right. I especially love that SpongeBob
I
shirt.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I just got my voting license today.
Yo, that's sweet. I wish I could get mine. I'm still in Mrs. Puff's. Yeah, I'm doing a class.
She's hard to pass. You know?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. For real. I mean, look at SpongeBob. He's been there for like at least 20 years.
And there's whole life probably. My whole
probably.
life. My whole
Yeah,
life.
yeah. But hey, you got it though.
Yeah, I did get it.
There you go. So,
What do you go by?
Kurumizawa. Kurumizwa. Ziwa.
Hermizawa. That's pretty cool. Naruto.
No,
Okay. I was guessing. I was guessing. It sounded like something from Naruto.
anime. It is anime.
Okay.
You're in the ballpark.
I'm more into Dragon Ball for me.
Hi.
But anyways, it's nice to meet you. I'm Fernando. Also go by Crimson.
Oh,
Pleasure to meet you.
Hello.
All right. So yeah, looks like we're looking at bracket right now. Looks like it's Renegade versus G-Meister. Definitely gonna be a fun set to see.
That's gonna be Band's very own G-Meister, owner of Band Esports right here.
Oh, let's go. Oh wait, is that?
Yeah, just shouting out my
Okay.
org. There I am right there.
Yeah.
Just lost to Stewart, so
I mean, Stewart Person is a tough opponent. So,
yeah.
that's what I was saying. That's because our resident Smash player, Pickpack, was going against Stewart Person. So it was a tough match. But you
Yeah.
know what? It's Stewart Person.
Yeah, it is
So-
Stewart. You can't
so-
expect to walk in
Yeah.
and walk out alive.
That is true. That Steve will eat you alive.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. The thing though is, I remember Stewart Person was at SmashCon, right?
Yes, Stewart
They-
was at SmashCon.
Where did they place?
I think
Like
they
17,
got,
20?
like 190 something when Ego posted it. I forgot the exact number. It was like
Yeah.
around that range, 197.
Okay, I was like thinking like it had to be at least 200.
Yeah, he got up there. He got
Yeah,
up
because he plays pretty high. It
He
was like
did.
in the 2017, I don't
Yeah.
know, somewhere there. But either way, tough opponent. I mean, if you could beat past like 200 people,
there.
like,
Yeah,
so,
definitely
yeah,
gonna be.
I mean, like you have it with me, bro. Like I'm more of the caster. I love to play Smash and try to compete a bit, but I know when I'll get
out
washed.
of your out of your element.
That's fair. I'm getting into Street Fighter though.
Hey, I am in the street.
Hey, let's go.
Anyway,
I mean, that's where that's maybe let's get it.
Let's get into this. Renegade starting off by popping all
Oh,
his
the
grenades.
snake though.
Yeah, the snake.
I was not expecting. I don't know. Sometimes I've seen Renegade use other characters, but
Because Renegade likes to meme. He's the resident memer.
I believe it.
He just does whatever he feels like, and today he feels like a snake. Ooh, great
Ooh, yeah.
conversion off the Mecha Cooper himself.
Yeah, it looks like they're using their own.
Explosive.
yeah.
To their advantage. Renegade going up to get a little bit of stage control.
Yeah, it looks like they also have that C4 waiting in the middle right
Oh
there.
yeah, definitely. That's something T-Meister's gonna have to worry about. T-Meister just
Yeah.
going in.
Yeah.
People are off the ground.
Probably just to like maybe have a better placement for the next one.
Yeah, most definitely. Platform. He knows that Garrett's going.
Ooh, that up there
Never
though.
mind. Nothing
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah.
Stock's already gone.
They're going quick though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to keep up with these two.
Definitely. With Snake especially, he just racks up damage and racks up kills like it's nothing.
Yeah. No, it's definitely explosive. Pun intended.
Pun intended. They're going for the up B, not quite getting it. Gonna have to go for another setup.
Yeah.
Renegade's just sitting, chilling in the corner, making T-Meister come to him.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing to do against Bowser Jr. in general, is make him come to you, because if you play slow, that's
What they
Bowser
want.
Jr.
Yeah. Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, Renegade going up high. Ooh, getting
Ooh.
the sour spot of the staff, unfortunately.
Yeah. This is the parry though, and then punished for it.
Parry with the up, or punish with the up tilt.
Oh yeah, no parry would punish the G My bad. I worded that word, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, we know what you mean. Renegade going high.
Ooh, there you go.
Sniping them with the back air.
Yep.
That's good. G-Meister still at 104%, but
It's still doable. Still
Bowser
doable.
Jr. lives a long time. They
Yeah.
are every bunch.
Yeah. It's the go kart,
Oh,
honestly.
it's definitely.
Yeah.
T-Meister getting some strings up. Already at
Yo,
70%.
yeah. Definitely starting to even it out now.
Renegade having to pull out the grenade to keep them.
Yeah. Ooh, the
dodging
little
the up
yeah,
air.
little air dodge in there. Ooh, they just okay. I don't know what happened. It looks like it just canceled out the go kart. Ooh, the DI though. DI
Yeah,
God.
Renegade DIing the burnout.
Yeah.
C4,
Ooh, the C-
forgetting
the-
about the C4.
I don't know. That's the thing with C4. I don't even know if it was in the middle or they just stuck it on him. Because that's the thing. I've been stuck with C4 and I didn't
you
realize
just
it.
never know.
I just never know. So I don't know what I have to look at the replay maybe on that one, or just back on stream.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Renegade controlling the pace at 153%. He doesn't really have to go in at all.
Yeah.
He can keep on racking up this damage. And
Ooh,
never
there you
mind.
go.
You're saying, come
Yeah.
to me. He's
For
gonna
real.
hit you with that burnout and make you fight.
For real. Ooh.
Percentage is even, stocks are even. This game can go either way still.
Yeah, this is really awesome because Renegade is not any easy opponent
Oh,
to
no,
go against.
Definitely.
So big shout outs to G-Meister for
Yeah.
definitely showing them how the Koopalings work, you know?
Exactly. Going
Ooh.
up for the up throw into up air. Just getting a little bit of extra damage. Not going for
Yeah.
the setup. That was a kill confirm. He just,
Ooh, the go-kart. Kind of traded a little bit.
yeah, mistimed it. The up smash is coming.
Oh no, that was I would have gone for that and I got punished.
Yeah, who got hit?
Yeah, I did. Ooh, and
Either going
ooh,
out,
the
up tilt.
parry into the up tilt seals the deal. But that was an awesome first round.
Yeah, that was an explosive first round, as
Yeah.
you said so earlier.
I mean. Yeah.
Piece of the stage. You're not safe off stage. You're not safe on stage. You're just gonna get hit.
Ooh,
Here
the
comes
Kazuya. My
I'm
God.
telling you, Renegade's the local memer. He's just gonna.
The Kazuya. Oh
He's just gonna
no.
Heal himself out.
Yeah. I mean,
Only
hey.
Kazuya I've ever lost to, by the way.
Really? Dang. All right. Some lore right
Yeah,
there.
the Renegade Kazuya is the only Kazuya that's ever beat.
Okay.
Uh,
I mean, hey, if we're gonna lose to a Kazuya, I mean, yeah.
I think that's the worst Kazuya to lose to.
Oh, dang. All right.
Yeah, throwing some shade at Renafraud real quick.
Bro. Ooh. Right now, though, it looks like
Looks like G-Meister is
Definitely
ahead
knowing-
by a lot.
yeah, it looks like they know the Kazuya match.
Oh yeah, or Renegade just doesn't know how to actually play Kazuya. It's one of the two. Oh,
Dang.
never mind. There's the electric. He's
Ooh.
got this.
Yeah,
There we
oh,
go.
there he is.
Now he's got it.
I mean, okay,
Look at him pushing buttons over.
yeah,
A little banter from the couch and Renegade going on.
yeah. Ooh, trying to get that little beam smite.
The Mecha Koopa going down.
Yep.
Laser just cancels out.
Yeah.
Koopa card. That's-
Laser. Speaking of laser, I'm excited for Tekken 8.
Oh yes, I'm very excited for Tekken. So
Yeah.
I originally thought I was. Ooh,
Oh, no way! You got the Mecha 2. Oh,
the setup
no.
was there, but
Oh, still got it. Still got
the
it.
kill.
Hey, I mean, hey, that was pretty good though. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Sloppy, but we got it done.
Yeah, we got it done.
Let's see
There you
what
go.
he really rolls in.
Oh,
into
no.
Electric
Oh.
into up smash.
Yeah.
Not going to kill again. The Koopalings are very heavy.
Yep.
G-Meister keeping his ground with
That's
the.
I still want 3 stocks actually.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
he's got.
I'm starting to see what you mean by the memes now. Trying to see.
Oh yeah, Renafraud, you know.
Oh dang.
It's the Renafraud.
Ooh. Let's see. Ooh, that little stun right there though.
Yeah, the electric is going out, randomly up smashing in neutral. Randomly up smashing again in neutral. G-Meister's having none of it.
For
He's
real.
having none of it.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, that ups. Okay.
The up smash finally doing something.
Yeah. I mean, hey, sometimes you just gotta throw a random one out. Ooh.
Third time's a charm.
Yep.
That's what they say.
Not for me, it's the 5th time.
fifth
Ooh.
Jab into up smash. All right.
Yeah.
The up air not yet.
Now you put that Mecha Koopa.
The burner.
No,
getting
no.
Hit by the.
Oh no, the little string right there.
Back air gonna send Kazuya off. Guaranteeing get off my stage.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh.
Forward air to close it
Yep.
out.
Yep.
Right, 36%.
Yeah, definitely.
G-Meister is sitting very nicely, actually.
Yeah. Actually, now I'm thinking of Kazuya. I think the only other person I've really seen play Kazuya is Psycho Ward.
Psycho Ward?
Yeah.
He's a pretty good Kazuya. I know him more for his Ken because
Oh, yeah, don't give me. Yeah, the Ken, like the spike with the Ken.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
already know.
I've experienced it. Wait a minute.
Bro, let's go. Yeah. I think one of my when I was starting out into Smash, I think I got hit with that spike with Ken. So that was one of the best ways to get started out.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. I think I also did the same. This was back before I picked up Inman. I played Puff and just one up to the
Ooh.
up smash.
Oh, the up smash, yeah.
The mini
Oh, the
pop-off
Starfall.
from Renegade. Over
Yeah.
the,
Definitely
Yes.
have with that rage can definitely just do damage for Y.
Oh, yes. And he has Drive Impact right now.
Yeah. Ooh, that's that.
130%
At high percent. Yeah, I'm about to
tag?
say at that percentage.
Wow.
Okay.
145%. He should be losing Rage Drive now. Yeah,
Yep.
153% Rage Drive is gone.
There we go.
G-Meister is sitting pretty.
Ooh, but the
Burnout
go
gonna
kart.
take the stop.
All right. Still, all right. 1-1 right now.
1-1, yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna see a snake now.
Oh, we're gonna see the snake again. Right?
Okay,
Renegade
okay.
does not take that sit down.
Okay, good to know. Still, though. See what you mean
Yeah,
now.
and then,
That's why we have the replay.
That's why we have the replay.
Yeah, that's why we have the
to TAMUSA Tuesday Takedown.
Yeah.
They hooking us up.
No, for real.
No, don't. Renegade. Go there. we
Oh,
go.
okay. I like how even the caster himself had to say, "Don't do it." Yeah.
No, because G-Meister's gonna get the jump on it. You don't sleep on the G.
Okay.
Okay. My set is coming up.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Well, it was a pleasure to have
Yeah,
you.
it was a pleasure
All right.
casting.
All right. So I mean, hopefully next Tuesday, if you want to cast again, you know.
Hopefully,
All right. Yeah. All right. Oh, it looks like Charles is coming right back.
Sorry for taking such a long time.
It's all good. So
Kind of enjoying my stuff.
there you go. There
Pretty
you go.
nice.
Yeah.
Need a break. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Good. Yeah. No worry. Yeah. It's definitely like getting used to this stuff definitely does take a while.
Continue long enough where we can
Yeah, that's true. I am basically I am here. I am changed like to something. I don't know. Yeah, it's true. There you go.
Man, I hope like the players will get some like break. You know?
Nah, it's okay. I mean, a lot of these players come like this is what they do. They love to compete in this game. So you know what? Shout outs to them too. Okay, but looks like back to the game though. So right now though, this Renegade definitely changing it up after the that last game. So let's see. Back to their main. All right. Ooh. All right. So. Okay. Dang it. I miss Karusa. because he kind of knew how both these players worked a lot better. So that's why. That's why I love having the competitors on here. Yeah. Oh no way! The shield break? No way! Okay, you know what? G-Meister just going crazy right now. All right. He's so cool. G-Meister definitely a fan favorite. It looks like, right? But this is definitely a fun watch. Still though, G-Meister just going crazy. Definitely might ask for some of his insight after this one. So let's see. Ooh. Oh man, I dropped my glow stick. Ooh. No worries. Ooh, okay. A little bit of that back throw. Ooh, and they got that forward.
Look for it.
Okay. Ooh. The parry into the up. Okay. No, the Starfield animation. Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. Right now. Forward. Looks like they're just waiting each other out now. Got a bunch. Oh, the parry. Oh no, but still get caught in the grenade's explosion. All right. There you go. Ooh. Yeah. Tough. Yeah. Ooh, that back here though. All right. Right now though, looks like Renegade does have a stock lead, but don't want to count G-Meister out yet. They've definitely been going crazy this set.
Yeah, I found the glow stick. Anyways, back.
Oh, nice.
Back to the game.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Ooh, looks like they caught the grenade. All right. No way.
Oh.
This is definitely interesting. G-Meister's just been going crazy. Ooh, but the DI though, perfect. All right, it's still winnable. Ooh. Oh, there we go.
That's a one.
Yeah. I'm just believing the G-Meister. You know what? I usually try to keep it balanced, but ooh, dang. Oh, the DI though. They're still okay. Renegade definitely showing what's the. Oh no, gets caught in the roll. But you know what? Awesome set. Shout out to both players. That was just crazy. We saw some crazy shenanigans and everything. The fist bump. It's perfect. You know what? Definitely just fun to watch. All right. All right. So what's up? It's your boy, Crimson F9 again.
And Charlie.
There you go. So
I'm sorry, I have to do that ringtone every time I mention my name.
it's fair. All right. So looks like we're seeing Good Joshi versus Sewer Person. All right, this should be fun to watch.
This must be nice.
Yeah. All right. Looks like we're gonna see into bracket real quick. As I said, looks like two players from Ego themselves, Sewer Person versus Kajoshi. So they definitely gone against each other a few times. All right. And then looks like whoever wins between looks like Renegade's gonna be going against Animus after this. So be tuning into that. But you know what? The G-Meister still is in it. This is a double elimination. So even though they lost in the winners bracket, they're still in the losers bracket. So they still got a second. They got a second chance to bring it back.
Man, I kind of wonder if we could do teams.
2 teams? Oh, there is actually there is crew battles, but that might take a while. But there is doubles. There you go. That's better for teams. There is that we do have done doubles in the past, but we hadn't gotten as much people for the doubles, so that's why we kind of stopped doing it. But with this amount of people, we could have possibly done it. But you know what? It's okay. It's always for future stuff we could put in, so it's all good. All right, so back to this though. Looks like Sewer Person and Ganjoshi are getting ready, and looks like there's still some sets going on in the background. We still do have the losers bracket in play, so you know what? It's still this Tuesday takedown's far from over. So yeah,
This might be one full night.
it's definitely gonna be a full night. All right. See. All right. Then okay.
That's not real.
Ooh. Oh, bro, buddy. Okay, looks like there right now some banter between the audience as they're doing it real quick. So let's see.
Man, the background on the quiet disco it must be nice right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was I was in there for a bit, you know. It was kind of nice.
Yeah. Fair. Okay. Let's see.
So that would be a nice. And I should have like gone.
Oh, really? That's fair. Kind of got quiet now, actually. Okay. So it looks like. All right. Ooh, Crom versus Steve. This should be a fun match. All right. Well. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking of something else, but no, yeah.
Another brain fart.
No, no,
Crimson.
no, no. It was more of a no. I was thinking of this matchup personally. It's just because that can happen. So this definitely might be better for Steve. But this since Crom is the like he's a sortie, so sorties in this game do a lot better against certain stuff. But Crom can get gimped, so this might be an issue for him against Steve. Because Steve definitely has a lot of potential to keep Crom off stage and from recovering. So this should be different.
Just on how Steve could like block covering.
Yeah, with his block. So pun intended. Let's see.
And it would be like hopefully by tomorrow it'll be good. Minecraft phone.
Minecraft. Okay.
Yeah. If I can hit it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Ooh, the anvil though. All right. So it looks like this. Okay. Right now, it looks like Ganjoshi is trying to. Oh, never mind that TNT. Okay. Yep, that was good. All right. Ooh. There we go.
Another
Oh.
angle attack.
Yep. That's some good combos right there. All right.
I've never
See.
seen like anyone use the piston attack before. No.
Oh, that's the grab.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's no.
Yeah. So that's his board grab. Yeah. Ooh, looks like they have diamond, so they can definitely bring that out. Ooh. It looks like okay. But right now, Ganjoshi does have a bit of added stock disadvantage, but it's still bring it around. Let's see. Ooh, there you go. Ooh, okay, gets him with the fourth though. Yeah. Well, yeah, bit of a percentage difference though.
Yeah,
So.
that's true.
Oh, right now they get the diamond and the spot. Oh, took him with them. Dang,
Now
all right.
this is a
and now it's a
1v1.
yeah, now it's even stocks,
Let's
even
see this
percentage.
nice
Yeah,
tiebreaker
that's
right
the thing
here.
with Crom. He could definitely, with his recover, his up B, he can definitely take someone else with him. But it looks like he's being attacked back with the Steve. No. Oh.
By
Okay.
that spam attack.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
like, I
Oh,
hate
not
spam
really.
attack.
Well,
Well,
it's just, but yeah, it is kind of.
it kind of was a spam attack, but you
But,
know,
I mean, and yeah, that's honestly fair. Ooh. Dang. Okay, let's see. Looks like they're just right now. They're getting their resources, their material. It's all good for them.
Alright.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh.
the little wall jump. All right.
Yep.
Or tech. Let me see. Looks like they have that TNT just waiting. Do something devious. All right. Oh, looks like the Crom though is okay. Okay. Yeah. It looks like they're trying. Oh, almost got the. They're looking to spike him. All right. Oh no. There we go. With back air sealing the deal. All right. All right. Oh, looks like some banter. Always love to see at the locals. All right.
The replay.
Yeah. So it looks like they just got the. Looks like they got onto stable quick. A down. There we go.
I mean, if Steve would have like pulled a shield right there.
No, he caught him on the jump though. That's why you didn't get the back air. So yeah. All right. All right.
Oh man, I don't want to right now.
What's up? What? Oh, okay.
I never had. Yeah.
Really? That's fair. There is a bunch of Wendy's here though. So or in San Antonio, like. See.
Well, back in the valley. I would have had
Oh. Ah, okay. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, you should try
Ooh.
like cuisine, like it's called press cut crema.
Bruh.
And speaking of that,
Yeah.
look at Steve.
Looks like they're right now just getting the resources. Yep. All right. Ooh, the parry though. Ooh. Alright, let's see. Okay, up B. Alright, now it's kind of even percentage. Ooh. Cover right there. Alright. Ooh. There you go. Oh, right now they have the little...
Oh, I just realized the team builds up hell.
Yeah, right now we got hit with the minecart though. Alright, right now it's kind of even on... Yeah, it's kind of even on percentage, honestly. It seems still on first stock though. It's been like at least a minute. Ooh, never mind. Commentator's curse. Look out, looks like... let's see. Ooh, oh, stuck in. Oh, it's rocking a hard place right now. Oh no! Just got caught with everything there. All right,
Bro is really gonna lose it.
ooh, it's okay, it's okay.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
he's gotta have a good comeback.
no, there you go.
There you
there
go.
it is. And Yoshi's definitely firing back with some Crom stuff. All right, let's see. Hello. That was a late hello, but hello. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh. There we go. Uphill into fortune. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I just missed that right there. Oh.
Yeah.
Looks like a free-
I don't know.
He's
I
gonna
mean,
go for the clear. He's gonna go for the clear.
yeah, it's true. Super Person has definitely won last Tuesday takedown, so it could happen. Alright. Ooh, that forward smash though.
Oh.
Okay. There you go. Getting stuck again when that corner or the makeshift corner, honestly. Ooh.
I hate that, like no hate to Steve, but like kind of like,
Definitely. Let's see.
oh,
Ooh.
there we go.
Yeah.
You got it.
Ooh. It's definitely anyone's game. Let's see.
Yeah, like, I guess the winners, if they're gonna hold this, I guess it'd be nice.
Oh, well, we usually have it in the room, but we can't, so we're gonna have it here now. No, the other thing too is it's nice to get like different casters that to have like more like like kind of see the game more, you know, on the competitor side.
Yeah.
So that's why I like having the competitors cast with me a little bit to get a little insight with them. All right. Let's see. Ooh, okay, that's not bad. Ooh, and I finished it with the minecart. I was able to see the replay real quick. So I looked away for a second, so I missed that, but luckily that is why we have replays. It looks like they're going right into game, so call game 2. Right. Oh no, game 3, bro. Oh, there you go. Hey. Hey. Right. Ooh, no, doing my Steve stuff right there with the double up air or triple. Ooh, no.
Oh.
Yep, yeah, just
There we
doing
go.
little ladders.
Yep.
Alright. Looks like they're about to get the TNT. Oh,
Oh.
nope.
No.
Nope, it just got himself. It's okay, though. Still on their first stock, though.
Kind of like it was a backfire, but hopefully they'll
Yeah.
happen again.
It's okay. I mean, let's see.
I mean, you gotta like be unlucky for that to happen again.
Yeah. Well, you might also be looking for something, so maybe that's why it happens. So that's the other thing, too. Let's see. Dang. Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Looks like they're getting that little pickaxe. Oh no, another trying to hit him with that minecart. But get returned with the back air. Okay.
Oh. Again, I need to pick up these boats. Sorry, I went to go get them.
All good. Yeah.
You know, you just gotta be comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Seeing other play.
Not for real. Okay, let's see. Trying to catch him with that down forward or the forward tilt. Ooh, okay,
Oh.
okay. Got hit with that side B. Ooh, the back here though. Actually sent him in a weird angle. I thought they were gonna hit the oh no! Almost got spiked, but luckily the armor was able to protect them. All right. Oh, ooh.
The one thing that surprises me is that they were both in 3 health. Well,
I mean, anything can happen. These two players are definitely crazy, so anything can happen.
yup.
Right. Ooh. Ooh, that back here though.
Yep.
I saw that little image right there from Just Aiden right now. I saw that little. Oh, let's see. All right.
And
Oh yeah, we have like two Aidens. That's why we have Smash Aiden and then we have Content Aiden. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, a little plant. A little. Let's see. All right. Ooh. I hit with the pickaxe though. Oh, I just realized. Looked away for a second. Man has diamond. Right. Trying to catch him with that sword. Ooh. Okay. Okay. There we go. Forward smash. Right now, they both have even on stocks, but percentage. Well, that's not honestly with Chrome. You can definitely even out that percentage difference. And or just do that with a forward smash. Just take that stock. Okay.
it would be nice if we do.
Ooh. Oh no! You hate to see it, the SD, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Yep.
That or I don't know if they were playing something else too. So definitely. It's the other thing too why I like to get like the input on our competitor casters because they definitely probably know the real reason why that happened. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Ooh. There we go.
Oh, a little chaos right there.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What? Island disco.
Have fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. There's like a disco party going outside.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
trying to bring it up, and I got stuff.
Oh yeah, I made a little shout out at the beginning of the stream, but you know another shout out is good. So there is a disco party going on at TAMUSA though that I think it's more for the students, but you know what? It's one of those cool events that they have a lot at the beginning of the semester. So there's always little cool things, you know. Or I guess silent disco is like you put headphones on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, there's like VR headsets.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a VR headset. That's cool though.
I
So
didn't know that.
yeah. All right.
Man, I need to get myself like
At
on
least I
something.
think that's what it works. Alpha.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I-
Ooh, that down, the anvil
Oh.
seals the deal. Looks like that was, you know what, fist bumps all around, you know.
There we go.
All
Good
right, yeah.
game.
Good game. Honestly, that was a good set. All right. I get to see that replay again, though. Let's see what happens. So these two, it was definitely a patient game, honestly, between these two.
Yep.
And there you go. Try and hit him with that anvil. And there you go. So though. All right, sweet. So going
Wow,
back to
I'm like so unprepared for the camera to turn on, but
it's okay. I mean, honestly, it just well, he kind of did tell us, but I don't know if you can't hear it because of how a little loud in here.
Mhm.
But it's okay though. Don't worry. You're new too. It's like your first time, so that's
Yeah.
fine.
probably like, or when I start doing my content, I hope.
Oh, you have your own content.
No, when I start doing it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good to know though. All right. So so it looks like are we in the lower bracket now?
No, yeah, I was surprised that you picked the lower bracket.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, this tournament is pretty stacked.
Oh,
So yeah. This tournament is stacked though. We have a lot of tough competitors in here, so oh, it's good though.
I'm sorry, I can't get over the fact like
Oh.
when I'm looking to the camera right now, I look very small compared to you.
Oh well, I mean, I'm kind of tall, so
That's why I wear my boots.
that's fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like 6'3", so don't worry.
I'm like,
5'3", yeah, it's okay. All right, sweet. Going right into the match. Oh, this one is right now it looks like it's Renegade versus Animus. Animus it's Sheik versus Snake. All right. So Renegade is Snake, and then Animus is Sheik. There you go. I think there you go. So, anyways, so both these players are pretty tough, though. I mean, I definitely would have I'd probably get knocked out like 3-stocked with these two if I were so.
I would
Yeah.
have lost like first time.
Honestly, yeah, no, these two players are definitely to be not to be underestimated. They will take you out if you even blink. Yeah, no, it's good though. All right, now it should be interesting though. As Sheik versus Snake is not a matchup I see very often, so at least on Tuesday. So I think, ooh, there you go. Ooh, again for good measure. Okay, sweet. Then looks like that. Unlike that, Animus takes the first stock. So let's see Let's see how Renegade responds. But no Renegade though, they can definitely bring it back. But luckily, Animus had some good DI on that one. All right. Ooh, the up tilt. All right. So right, and like that, both the competitors are equal in stocks. But it looks like right now Animus is definitely throwing in some strings, some good combos in. All right. Ooh. Yeah. All the good stuff.
Every time I blink, I'm missing all those
Okay.
combos at
I
once.
could also just put it right here. Are you heading out? Are you heading out? Okay, okay.
All
Well,
right.
back to this match though. Okay.
Enjoy yourself.
Let's see. All right, so it looks like right now Snake or Renegade with high percentage right now against Animus.
Takes the high day.
Yeah, I mean this is winners semifinals. Whoever wins this goes into the winners finals. So
Oh,
ooh, okay. The wait was being patient with it.
Oh,
I thought they were
now
gonna do
the
something.
stakes are good.
Oh, there
Oh,
we
there
go.
we
Got
go.
hit with that forgot the name of it, but it's like the side B for Snake. Get control of the missile. Let's see. Ooh. All right. Oh no, I thought they were gonna catch him. Okay, never mind. Oh, jumping right back. That's all good. There you go. Now, definitely some friendlies now that some of the setups have opened up, so that's always good to see. Okay, let's see.
Around.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, when the setup's open, might as well catch those friendlies. You got, like, you know what? Ooh, that was oh my god, that was crazy. Like, forward smash.
199. Oh my.
No, but like that forward smash into the grenade though is just insane.
no.
But I mean, this is Renegade doing Renegade stuff, and at 200 too. So,
Bro,
but that's
he
it. That's one of
he
the yeah, definitely crazy. But
he's coming in clutch right now.
yeah, Renegade definitely player two, really strong player. I think recognizing that parry though, and parry back, and met with a forward smash. All right, so let's see. Both competitors definitely
taking
big
it.
names in the SA, so fun set to watch. Let's see. Ooh. Then that up tilt seals the
There we
deal.
go.
Yep. All right, so game one goes to Renegade though, but that was pretty good. That was a fun game one. Definitely explosive. So get to see game two. Let's see.
Man, that's like a nice comfy couch. I wonder how he
Nah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty comfy. Oh, let's get to see that a little bit of that good replay. Let's see, and then finishes it with the up tilt. Yep, that's a good confirm for Snake. All
I
right.
wonder if like we're gonna do following like doing a costume for our
Ah.
most played character on Smash or any
Costume. Oh, that could be interesting. Oh, looks like we're going into Battlefield now.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. Definitely trying to get the grenade set up ready.
kind of sad that I like don't know my character.
Nah.
I know a few.
That's okay. I mean, it's a learning process, honestly. And the other thing too is you could also, I mean, you don't necessarily have to try casting for Smash. You could always try the other stuff too. Yeah. But honestly, it is fun to have you here. It looks like you know what's up for the most part. Like, I mean, you play Smash at least once or twice.
Yeah,
There you go. Or I don't know. Do you have to? Oh wait.
I don't have a like good.
Ah,
nor-
but-
I don't like want to build or have it built.
That's fine. I mean, it's always fun to have a PC. You know, maybe do like a little pre-build, maybe for your first one. That's what I did for mine before I got a little more into it. But anyways, back to the game though. So right now,
that's
look,
right.
right now with Renegade having that stock lead.
Coming to stuck me again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, Snake is a very meta. Snake is like a top tier character in this game, so you can definitely see why. But at the other time, it also takes skill to use this character. So it's not just that; it's also the driver in this case.
Oh,
Ooh.
saw that right?
Yeah, they stopped that.
He just got himself up again.
Yep.
Just for him to go down.
Yep. Ooh, it looks like they have a little C4 waiting on the edge though, so they have to watch out for that.
Oh yeah.
Oop, and that up tilt definitely. Okay. Oh, okay. I was wondering what was happening. Okay, that
There we
was
go.
interesting.
I
know.
kind of got lost for a second.
Yeah, definitely. Renegade definitely hanging up there for a while. So,
Oh, there we go. There's that.
yeah.
Playing on half life.
Yeah.
He's on edge. I wonder how he's going. I hope we go to another.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Game 3, definitely. that's Spike though. Okay, seals the deal. And like that, it's 2-0 with Renegade. But you know what? That was a good set though, honestly. And Renegade is, I mean, both players, shout outs to both of them, showing some cool skill, some awesome stuff. So yeah, but Renegade is one tough opponent to go against. Oh, okay. All right. Best of 5. All right.
Wow.
Should be fun to see. This is Renegade versus. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I guess right now we're just waiting a little bit.
Have a little break. And
Yeah.
like, kinda
Yeah.
let loose.
Oh wait,
stuff
now it
like
looks
that.
like Super Person just came back. All right. Dang. All right. Looks like we're having an interesting match between this is gonna be an awesome set, honestly.
That's
Yeah.
really nice.
Well, we still have some more losers going on, so again, yeah, we still have grands because the winner from the winners bracket and then the winner from the losers bracket will go against each other in the grand final. So yeah,
Sorry, like, I keep lost track.
nah, it's okay. I mean, if you we do. I mean, we kind of stayed a little late, so
Oh,
don't be
that's fine.
afraid to let's say because we definitely had casters come and go, so don't worry.
I mean, like, now that we're kind of like settling in, it doesn't seem so loud.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, right now, it's just
there's,
a bunch
like-
of friendlies going on right now or something. So it should be fine. So we're not friendlies. I think it's still in the. How far are we in the losers bracket? Is there a chance we can see the bracket real quick? Let's see.
Let's see here.
Oh yeah, it looks like some of the losers are still going on for the bracket, but all right. But it looks like they're getting ready already. Looks like they picked PS2.
I've never seen someone play Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Like,
Is that what they picked? Oh.
no, I'm like, I'm saying.
Oh. No, yeah, Pikachu's good. It's just I don't know. I actually haven't seen many Pikachus. I've seen a Pichu though. So I don't know. Pikachu's is a really good character. It's just not as at least not here. At least I haven't seen any in Tuesday. But I've seen Pichu's though. I have seen a Pichu here and there.
A piece?
Pichu. Yeah, that's another character. That's the
Like the for
yeah. That's another character you can use in here too.
forgot like
They have like 80 characters in here, so don't worry.
I wouldn't like remember the characters, but it's funny because I would remember all of my favorite artists albums.
Oh, okay. I mean, hey, so when you like something, you'll always remember it. So yeah,
I would know like word for word.
that's fair. It looks like they're changing up their controls real quick. Let's see. All right, let's see what happens.
I don't know if like this light was like hurting your eyes.
Oh no, I'm good. Don't
Oh,
worry.
it was kind of like hurting my eyes a little bit.
Oh, no, I'm good. Don't worry. I've definitely dealt with a lot of the lights in here, so I'm good.
I didn't get.
Also, these things also have like my glasses have a little bit of the blue shield or like blue.
Oh, blue light.
Yeah, blue light. So I'm good. I'm like,
I need to get myself. And let's see.
ooh, Snake versus Steve. Two really good characters. So let's see. We'll mix. All right, let's see what happens. Okay. Ooh, the parry zone. Or not parry. Well, those are good shields on us.
Okay.
Ooh, looks like it definitely fire right now. Let's see. Yeah, but no, I mean, we're there you go. Oh, this is definitely a set that.
Like one player is trying to fight.
Oh yeah,
one tactic and the other is like doing the same thing.
yeah. It's definitely interesting set.
It's patient.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Basically, honestly, yeah. These two are basically looking for. Ooh, never mind. Got hit with that minecart though. Yep. That's the other thing too. I'm wondering. Ooh. Dang, got hit with that down tilt between the blocks. All right. Let's see.
Oh, not a bit. Since like the news from after the is coming, we could like,
Oh, I mean, yeah. I'm really happy now. That's why I want to watch the movie though. I am down to watch the movie because I do watch a few of the things on Game Theory, like the Mad Pat with the lore videos and all that. Yeah.
I would watch it back
Ooh, that what's it called? But it looks like Renegade. Super person takes the first stock on Renegade though.
Right there.
Yeah.
I
No, yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. You get used to it after a while. Yeah. Ooh. There you go.
other end.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, okay. They do have diamonds. You know, they're just waiting each other out.
Yep.
Huh?
Pace.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh. No, I was just looking at something else. Wait. Alright. She looks all good though. What's it called? We did have first day of classes, so I did have to look at something for class real quick. My bad. Okay, looks like okay. Okay. I don't know if you wanna. It's okay if you wanna. Okay. Nah, no worries, no worries. Ooh. Definitely a patient game between these two players. They're just kind of zoning each other or camping each other out a little bit too. Well, hey, it's okay though. I mean, this is winners finals though. So, and the other thing too is, I mean, both competitors probably have it. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Takes that stop. Okay.
wow.
But hey, I mean,
Snake is like
nah, it's okay. This is it's definitely gonna be an uphill battle, but it's doable. So both competitors are really skilled, so we'll see what happens. Ooh, got caught with
Oh.
that though, off the minecart. Okay. Ooh, okay, okay.
okay.
That's
so,
fair. I think you just jump in, yeah.
Yeah.
That or like there might be a card sign in.
Yeah. So
There you go.
I feel like finding something.
That's all good. Far. Well, yeah, actually, you could have. There's like, I think huh. That's also like a fast food area too. Oh, nah, nah, bruh. Well, thank you for tuning in for showing up for Tuesday Takedown, competing.
It was nice
Yeah.
having you.
Yeah. Good.
Enjoy your
Alright.
night.
Wait, did you want to say anything? I know you wanted to do some casting a little bit or no? Okay.
Having you.
Yeah. Or I'll jump in.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
What if we like put our chairs like together, make a little chair?
Work. Right there. Oh, I mean, okay. There you go.
I didn't
So
think
right now we're joined by the legendary.
Jose.
I'll say there you go. So yeah, one of thinking about joining the team for TAMUSA though.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, some of these players are really, really good.
Yeah,
Just-
no, that's why I'm glad that you showed up for Tuesday Takedown because a lot of these competitors are really. It's like crazy game. Like right now between this game with Snake and Steve, or
Yeah.
Renegade and Sewer Person, I should say.
Yeah, I seen that Steve has been popping off crazy.
Oh yeah.
He's been doing really good combos, and even right before the tournament, he was really hitting those team when we were playing teams
Oh, like a little doubles.
or doubles. He was really good. He was
Nice.
really good.
Nice.
Did I miss on the doubles?
Oh well, I mean there's been a bunch of friendlies going on.
It was really early on during like
Yeah.
I could have like going there.
Nah, that's fair. Don't worry.
damn that was long.
Yeah. No, but yeah, thank you for the. I didn't know there was stuff going on. That's good to know. I was all over the place, so I couldn't know. But that's good to know. Oh yeah, but the other thing too is the Super Person is a really tough Steve though. They've definitely performed really well in a lot of other tournaments. So, and then same with Renegade. Renegade's also a really good snake that's done really well in like both big names in the community. Honestly. Bless you. There you go.
Snake being really good with that grenade.
Yeah.
Always
I mean, honestly,
Making-
this has been a patient game.
very patient
has.
game. Because it's because Steve is really much of a really camper
Yeah.
until he gets those diamond blocks, and, then
like
he does-
combos. Okay. Yeah, but this is why I like talking to the competitors though, because you guys have more insight in this kind of stuff. So. I mean, I have my own insight, but you know what? My brain works differently. So you know. Oh yeah, we also have. Oh my! I wasn't even looking at the timer. That's a good. Oh, up there. Okay. That was. We almost went into a timeout. I don't think we've had a timeout yet on stream, have
Man,
we?
that was kind of funny.
Yeah. We got. That was probably another close time we had it. So yeah.
So, I do have to leave, guys, but
But honestly, thank you for having
It
to
was
be on
nice having
stage.
you.
Yeah.
Please stay safe.
yeah.
Sweet. See you later. All right.
Maybe
So-
I'll be here for next Tuesday Takedown.
Yeah, maybe you get a chance to like cast. You know. All right, there you go.
Nice having them.
Yep.
It's nice having
Ooh.
the competitors though.
Yeah. Now they definitely see more insight than I do on this kind of stuff. I
Okay.
mean, I used to compete too, but like, they're still on it. Yeah, I'm a little washed. Dang. Nah, it's the truth. I'm a little I'm a retired. I'm in the Street Fighter now.
Alright.
Yeah. No, but I do like playing this game still. Seeing the compare. It still has a good place in my heart. But I will admit I am washed because I tried jumping in last Tuesday or the other Tuesday and I got destroyed. So you know. Ooh, no way. Oh my. It was a good thing they had that grenade to help stop that
I wonder
combo.
if, like, my brain farted.
Ah, see, it says I've rubbed off a bit on you. What
Yeah,
happened?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Ooh.
alright.
Yeah. Dang. All right.
Well,
So still though, like right now they're building. They are building, and with ooh,
I
dang.
just hope they would make three
yeah,
third round. But like a third round is like eight.
yeah. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Right now building though, just staying off stage, but luckily able to. Ooh, okay. Now both. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, this is definitely yep, that anvil almost hit that DI though. It's really good. Ooh, got caught with the cart though.
Oh.
Ain't no way. Oh,
Oh.
China. It looks like they had their looks like at least grenade or something beats cart, so that's good to know. Ooh, that up tilt though, sealing the deal.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah. Building to it. Okay. This is ooh, okay. And it had making it
there you
difficult to
go.
get back on stage and
The anvil is unexpected.
yeah, oh dang, alright. So unlike that, the
Oh.
super person brings it back to even stocks. Alright.
That was a cool move right
Yeah.
I-
I mean hey, it works. It's
Yeah.
just Steve doing Steve stuff.
there. I just
So-
like it.
Oh yeah. Nah, it makes sense. Alright, let's see. Ooh, but still wouldn't count out this snake though, but I mean
A
definitely
thing shield.
doing damage. So this is definitely let's see. Well, honestly, both players have a good understanding of what both want, so it's definitely fun watching this little cat and mouse play between both. So, ooh,
I like how like 4 hour left.
Yeah.
He said Tom and Jerry. So back
Yeah.
to nothing.
yeah, honestly, I mean, hey,
They
Dude.
can pay.
yeah, this is winners finals too. We still have a few more games ahead of us, but right now these two are definitely playing out of their mind. And this is a best of 5, so we are gonna. This set is gonna last a while, honestly. So, but I like to see that though, honestly. Definitely shows what both players are looking for.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that and
I
the
guess.
tour person right now
I'm
closing
hoping we
out
get
that
another-
stock. Bro. Oh yeah. Bro, ooh. Dang. Ooh. Oh, the up. Yeah. Oh,
come on.
that's funny. We love some funny banter out there too. That up tilt definitely took out that card, but right now, Snake got a real kind of percentage, honestly, for. See. Yeah, Snake got high percentage for Steve to do some crazy stuff. But right now, it looks like both are. Oh, I don't even know anymore. It looks like they're just playing mind games like 5D chess right now, just thinking ahead. Right. Yeah.
It's not like really like
I
our
mean,
competitors.
yeah, no, these competitors definitely know what's up.
Kind of like probably like next year our competitors will go hard on.
I mean, we had at least have like 2 or 3 of our Smash players from our Smash team in here, so it wasn't too bad.
Our Smash team?
Yeah, we have a Smash team here.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why you saw 2 with Pig Pack and Tommy Ren. They had TAMUSA on their tag, so they represent our. They're a part of our team and they represent us. Yeah. On the Smash side.
That's kind of
Huh? Ooh, that up. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Like that, Renegade has 2-0, but this is a best of 5 though, so still, yep. It looks like they're running it back. All right. All right. Looks like they're doing some map bans. So right now, as they're doing the map bans, we could look at that quick replay. All right.
There we
So
go.
yeah, seeing some interesting gameplay from both
Whoa.
sides. Yeah. Ooh, the anvil though, and that up tilt. All right.
He kind
Ooh,
of
the
threw
parry.
him.
Yeah, no, that was a perfect parry. This is why I like having the replay because we can actually see a little bit better on what happened. No way. No, it's Crom versus. Okay, okay. Yeah, this should be interesting.
And on the basketball team.
Yeah. They they do have 2 round. They're up 2, so I could see maybe experimenting and choosing another character, but see what happens though. Oh no, being carried across stage from left to right. All right. Dang. Right now. Ooh.
Oh.
So I do remember from one of our previous casters, they did mention that Renegade likes to meme, so maybe this is what they're doing.
Probably.
That or I don't know. Renegade definitely seems like the forward. Oh
Wow.
god, forward. Dang. All right.
Bro, that was
Yeah.
very unexpected.
Yeah, it wasn't expected, but they I mean, hey, it closes out of stock.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was. Dang, that
Wow.
forward smash definitely came out of nowhere a little bit there.
Right.
Yep. Ooh, that up
Magma
smash will
block.
definitely settle that. All right. So right now, even stocks. Let's see. Okay. Again, but this time with iron. All right. Yeah. Ooh. Oh no. Got picked up with up airs back to back. Right.
Yeah.
Not up air. Ooh. Oh. Dang. All right. All right. There we go.
Believe
Bad
that.
at the. Ooh, no
Oh.
way. I didn't think that was the. Okay. What is.
What
my
is going
God.
on?
Yo. Right now, these two are going off. Kind of crazy. Boy, hey. There we go.
It's
That
just
forward air definitely closes that one off. They're moving faster now.
It came from a patient game to a very quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Crom is way more aggressive. But. See. Oh, no. Trying to get with the TNT. And trying to get Kyle to catch him with that the up smash.
It would be best like if it was like jumping in. It's down.
Ooh. Wait.
Oh.
There we go. Right now, just planking a little bit. Let's see. Ooh, oh, they were trying to do something saucy, but luckily they had the tech. All right. No, he's good. Almost got caught with that minecart. All right. There we go. Little back air right there. Wait for it. Oh, could have gotten it. Pause. Oh no. Looks like they're all I have is wood for the material. Let's see. Oh, but they have a diamond. Never mind. If they can craft that diamond, there's more set. All right. And it looks like they got the diamond just like that. All right. Ooh, that up smash. I mean, up smash. That up grab.
Grab.
Yeah, up grab. There. Yep. Oh,
There
okay,
we go.
Gets it with the diamond, pickaxe diamond, and they got another diamond too. But they're on their final stock. Let's see.
Oh wow! I didn't
Ooh.
realize it's dark outside.
Yeah, that's why it's also night over there in Town and City. The cool thing about for Town and City and Smashville, they actually follow the time.
For real?
Yeah. Ooh, the back air.
To be honest, I want to get my hands on Animal Crossing.
Yeah, looks like that was a good
That was a very good game.
yeah, that was a good set. Even though it was 3-0, it's still a good set. So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like some banter, some funny stuff. Always fun to see. All right.
Let's see.
That was
the
an awesome
replay.
set, honestly. But my bad too if I'm not as hyped. It's been a long day, so you know.
It's alright.
Yeah, but ooh,
Oh.
that back air though. All right, coming back to us. All right, so yeah. So far it's been good. It's been a good day, you know. Good Tuesday.
A good Tuesday.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
like
A little
being
tired.
new.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Honestly, a bit of a surprise, but you know what? Hey, we like surprises.
Surprise.
There you go. All right, let's use Kirby versus Gunjoshi. Dang, all right, it's gonna be Kirby versus Grom or Roy. So yeah, dang, all right,
So,
yeah. No, it's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a fun set too.
I'm sorry. I'm like staring to the guys like had Kirby on it. So.
Oh, and this happens to also be our yeah. Yeah, we're also having Kirby on stage or on
Let's
stream.
see. Here we go.
So it's gonna be the next one is gonna be we look down there, right there. It's gonna be Gunjoshi versus Cheese Curd. Yeah. And
I'll be honest. I need to get myself a new pair of glasses.
nah, it's okay, no worries. All right. Oof. What are we waiting for?
Well, we can have a little relaxing time for now.
Yeah, just chilling right now.
A little stretch.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's like that. There you go.
Okay. Ooh. Let's see. Ooh, the fist bump. Getting ready. It looks like we're starting the game off real
A
quick.
good start off.
Yep. Kirby versus Crom. All
Blue
right.
Kirby. Let's go blue.
Oh, you like blue? Is
Yeah, I like blue.
that your favorite color?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. All right. Mine's, I guess, if you couldn't tell by my gamer tag, crimson is red. So yeah. All right. Let's see. All right. So right now, honestly, this is an interesting matchup. I feel like Kirby is a bit at a disadvantage against Swordies, but let's see what happens though. You know what? Never count out Kirby. Let's see. Especially in that cheese curd, actually. Cheese curd has definitely shown, has been a rising star, been showing everyone what Kirby can do, you know? I think they're one of the, honestly, that's like the top Kirby for me, honestly. So,
Oh, if Kirby would like to, would inhale them.
oh yeah. No, yeah,
Just
I don't
do-
know you know what it's called either. It's like, it's basically like, yeah,
Yeah,
inhale or suck, yeah.
Yeah. Just take his.
Yeah, the ability. It's, I actually don't know what they take from, I think it's just,
A sword.
yeah, well, not the sword, but like, so whenever Kirby takes another character's power, they only get their neutral B. So yeah.
Wow.
So with Prom, I don't know what their B exactly would be. So, but it might not be as. Well, let's see what happens.
So like if the Kirby
Ooh, gets the
like
top.
inhale.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Now that's I have to look up the attack myself, honestly, but it's okay. Right now though, it looks. It's inhale. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Ooh, it gets the spike though. Seals that suck. Okay. So right now even stocks. So again though, this is what I meant though. Cheese Curds definitely shown. Definitely, yeah, rising star though. Yeah, they hit PR too. So
Wow.
yeah. Ooh, yeah, because they've only been on the competitive scene for a few months now, so not bad. And then going against some strong veterans. Ooh, gets the jab block twice in a row. Or not bad. All right. Ooh, and almost got another spike. All right.
There we
Dang,
go.
all right. And she's definitely showing everyone what's up for this. This is just the ooh.
Oh.
All right.
Wow.
Dang.
I keep forgetting it's Tuesday.
Yeah,
and
fourth
now-
match. Yeah.
And
Wait,
it's like I thought it was Wednesday.
that's fair. Now, but I mean, if you ever don't know what day it is, just look towards Tuesday takedown. There you go.
Well,
Ooh.
that's one way to remember.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Gets the down grab into. Ooh. Doing some Kirby strings. All right.
There we go. Oh.
All right. See. Looks like competitors are kind of quiet right now. This is definitely.
You're really enjoying it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is. Oh, got the spike though. Huh. Definitely.
Come on, Kirby, let's go.
Ooh. Yeah, no, Kirby's definitely tough. But you know what? Do not want to count this Crom out. Maybe high percentage, but Crom can do crazy damage, especially when they have raid.
Do the inhale, do the inhale.
Rough. I mean, they could, but
You know,
Ooh.
it's kind of like take time. You
oh, not that. They just have to get it perfectly. Cause or that worked. There you go. That one actually, yep, that will seal the
Yeah.
deal. All right. Forward air definitely closes it out.
Here we go, Kirby.
Dang. All right. Well, I mean, was Kirby your favorite game?
Kirby was my favorite. Like my friend would. Okay, so we would play on our 3DS.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting nostalgia, like seeing all these old Nintendo game characters.
That's fair. There you go. So we're getting to see a bit of the replay. Looks like they're going right into game 2, but ooh, there you go. And that
Oh.
forward smash. But now it looks like we're going into game 2. I saw a little bit on the corner of my eye. Let's
I
see.
see it right there.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, getting
Wow.
bro 3. Okay. Get a little string in there. Nice. All right. Right now it looks like Cheese
I'm
Curds
rooting for
definitely.
Kirby now.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, I got
That's
that blue
fair.
there.
Then I got a root for Gunjoshi to even it out. All right.
Yeah, that's true.
I know the. No, Gunjoshi's definitely a tough opponent though. So man, especially with that Crom. Crom can do some crazy stuff.
I mean, Kirby once.
That's fair. I do want to see game 3 though. So let's see what
That's
happens.
true.
Yeah. Ooh. But no. So let's see. Definitely looking right now that Cheese Curds definitely has a bit of the momentum going right now. All right. Let's see. Forward. All right. That back air pushing him off stage, trying to. Okay. Ooh, that was a nice edge guard though. Nice. And yep. Unfortunately, Grom does not have that good of a recovery, so that is exploitable if you know how to get. But it makes up for it with this. Yeah. So the thing is though, Grom has a lot of power, so definitely make up for it not having a good recovery. Okay. Ooh, that. Okay. Trying to does the old jab into trying to get. Or they kind of clank. That's interesting. All right. Yeah, right now, she's great with those strings. Yeah.
Oh, other computers are doing that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right now, I mean, a bunch of the brackets kind of... There's only a few more matches left, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, because we are entering towards the end of the... Yeah, well, no, we still have a few to go. But yeah, well, the tournament, yeah. Let's see. So right now, it looks like Gunjoshi with that stock lead. And so
That's
definitely
shaky.
can't see a game. Really?
Yeah, like this has been I.
Yeah. No, it's definitely been a... Ooh!
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, that will definitely... Yeah, that's spiked. Well, it looks like we're seeing a game 3. So it looks like right now they're going to do some map bans. All right.
Come on, Kirby, you got this. Last game. Come on.
Is there any chance I can get some water? I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be...
Oh, where are you gonna get?
I'm gonna go get some water.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, I want some water. All right, Crimson will be back. I will be here to the end for a bit because I'm not really much into soccer. So, anyways, here we go. All right. Anyways, here we go. Oh, Kirby is starting off good, and I'll pick character's name. Anyways, we're starting. Oh, Kirby. It's kind of like upper solo, so everything is going well, except for Kirby. I feel bad. I was having hope for him. On the oh, there we go. Look at this time for Kirby right there. And
So, we only have one water left, so I can see you.
oh, you sure?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll have this watermelon. That's watermelon Red Bull, yeah. So it's all good. It's also red edition. Nah, it's okay, no worries. I also just want to have an excuse to have this Red Bull.
I want to get Red Bull now, but you know.
That's okay, that's okay. It's good for you.
No, what's that supposed to be? I'm still at,
I don't know. I was just saying. I
like,
just,
if you see my room right now, like I have some stacks of monsters right there.
no, it's fair.
I've been like thinking of like putting like monster cans up and making them a map.
That'd be interesting. I didn't know you could. Okay.
You
Oh.
could.
Okay. But anyways, back to this though. Game 3. I just came back on stream. Let's
Oh
see.
yeah, Kirby kind of like knocked him down.
Yeah, it looks like right now Kusker has that stock lead. So, but let's see. Ooh.
Let's go, Kirby!
Dang. All right.
Having my
So-
hopes up.
I mean, they do have that stock lead, so this is definitely looking better for Cheese Curd. But I wouldn't cut Gunjoshi out yet. They can definitely turn it around.
That's
seen
true.
I have seen the one stock take out or the reverse 3 stock. There you go.
He kind of like turned it around like when you were off.
Oh, okay. So yeah, now I went to go get some drinks real quick. I just came back, so definitely a lot of things crazy. Like only was gone for a few minutes, and it looks like a lot happened already. Let's see.
Everything happened at once.
Yeah. So right now, I just had to get something to drink because I was. Yeah. Oh, looks like our. What's it called? Our Ellis is back. So yeah, there you go. My brain is just tired too, though. So I did just come out of class straight into this, so kind of. It was an online class. It was, but I don't know. It's like I'm just trying to find my reasoning and my cope. There you go. I'm trying to find my cope.
I could never do online class. I kind of like want to do it in person, so that way I could meet other people.
No, that's fair. I mean, that's like my only real online class. I just wanted to get their certificate because I had. So if I do 2 of like these specific classes, I get like a certificate. So that's why I picked that one. And it happened to be.
Wow.
Yeah. So luckily though, even though it's online, and actually a lot of people are pretty chill there, so it's not too bad.
I mean, people from this campus is like very chill.
Oh yeah, honestly, Tamusa is definitely a nice campus to go to. Oh, that tech
Oh!
though, that was nice.
Come on, Kirby. Wow.
All right, back to this game though. Honestly, all right,
Oh.
that was a really good tech, honestly, at that percentage. So, ooh, the parry too.
So.
I
In
bet-
hell.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, hey, it's okay, it's okay.
I keep
mean,
forgetting it's in hell. Not
Yeah.
so.
I mean, hey, it's fine. But no, Gunjoshi's still holding it in though. They have that rage too, so they can do some heavy damage in crumbs though. Ooh, but that might seal the deal.
Oh.
Yep. All right. That was fist bump right there.
Congratulations, Kirby.
Oh, it looks like we have a cheese curd fan, new cheese curd fan.
Yep.
All right. So, but shout out to both players. Both competitors played really awesome. I mean, they're both really tough. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a perfect game right
Oh yeah.
there. We're sounding off good.
It looks like we're having Haze versus Animus. Oh,
Having our contestants
yeah.
having a good friendly talk.
Hi. All right. This is definitely gonna be interesting. Looks like it's gonna be me Brawler versus Sheik. So it should be a fun match to see. All right.
I'm sorry if that noise is kind of annoying.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, right now we're just kind of chilling, you know, catching some games. It's fine. So, all right.
I could have like saved my monster from earlier. Like
Dang. Nah, yeah, definitely. The Red Bull's kind of hitting up with that energy.
should I get a Red Bull? As well as drinking water.
Oh, we do. Where's the fridge actually? Where's the Red Bull fridge that we have?
It's over there underneath it.
All right, there should be some there.
Be back.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, come here. Well, let me know what happens in the game.
Okay, I got you. Ooh, okay. It looks like it's a wolf instead. All right, that's right. Animus does have a wolf. I just remembered that. All right. Let's see. Oh, so right now, he's staying on that meat brawler. I wonder if they have the same preset that they had earlier. That should be interesting. Ooh, yep, that looks like they do. All right. So the wolf is definitely that back here. Wolf definitely has a lot of just good stuff in general, honestly. Ooh, that parry though. All right. I'm gonna catch him. All right. That okay. Yeah, I think that was a forwarder. Forwarder backer still almost took him off. But that takes the stock though. Okay. Oh. All right. That was a good shield into trying to do some knee brawler stuff.
Not okay. Red Bulls. We're kind of like out.
Oh, they're out.
Yeah, we're
Ah.
out.
Oh dang.
There's like a
Yeah.
Bro.
Over there.
There's like in that little there's
Yeah.
like 2, 3
Yeah.
Kind of like.
Ah, it's okay.
I mean, you're part of the program.
It's one of the ups to having it.
Oh.
Yeah. It should be on the corner to the right to the fridge.
Alright.
I just thought they had some right there you could grab, but it looks like it makes sense though. Usually, Tuesday Takedown usually runs them out. Yeah. It's in one of the fridges. It should be in the far one though. There you go. Now, yeah, we got some secret stuff. Ooh, that was good. I kind of looked away, but I saw the meat brawler. No, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's one of the. I think that should be one of the. It's a preset. Like so, with the Mii's, you can have like different. Oh no, bruh. Dang. All right, all right. So I'm liking this Mii though. The shy guy mask and all that. Pretty cool. Ooh. Oh, seals it with the up B. All right. Like that, Hayes takes game one. What? This is still anyone's game. These two of these competitors are both tough cookies. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, that yep. See a little bit of that replay again. Looks like they're getting ready for game 2. Ooh, looks like we're seeing that. Yep, we're seeing a Sheik now. Yeah. But this is me brawling. Who gets that? All right. Okay. Oh, right now, this is I don't see this matchup that often. Honestly, Sheik versus Brawler. I don't know. There has honestly, this has been a cool Tuesday takedown because I've been seeing matchups that we don't see as often on Tuesday. So, right. Now, right now though, I feel like this goes more towards a little bit towards Sheik in like the combo game and everything. But me Brawler just have a lot more kill power, or it's easier to kill with Brawler. I think. Because that's one of the issues with Sheik is it's hard to get a kill off unless you like know how to do one of their combos really well, which Animus has shown really well skill in. Oh dang, that up you though. All right. So I feel honestly, Alice, I feel like if you ever got into the game, I feel like you'd be a me Brawler. Yeah, I mean it's a little random, but I feel like you'd be a Brawler if you had to pick a little bit. Ooh. No, oh no, bro. Okay, a little context for that is, so me and Atlas were playing some Street Fighter, and looks like Atlas just learned how to do some Rashid stuff for whatever reason, so that was fun to go against. Yeah, what's Jay? Jay definitely did show, bro. I have 2 Rashids now. I mean, hey, it's a cool character, so I don't mind, but looks like these are cool characters though. What's it called? Sheik taking out that even sounds the same kind of when you think about it. Sheik for Sheik kind of. Ooh, there you go. Ooh, the down smash trying to lead. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a matchup that I am not as familiar with. All right. Ooh. Dang. All right. Doing some of their own things now. Hello. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm Fernando Crimson. So, yeah. Emma, okay. Nice to meet you, Emma. Guys. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, I was just like, why?
Get to see that replay real quick. Let's see.
That great.
Sorry, I both had it on the same stock though, but ooh, there you go. I really don't know what that move is for Sheik. I feel like it's like side B. Either that or the down B. Either way though, it is effective. No, it has to be the side B. Alright. They're going right into it on small battlefield. Alright. Oh, getting that grab off right now. Doing a little crazy stuff. Let's see. Down air. Almost got that. Okay. Ooh. Attack. Almost just trying to. Okay, I see what they're trying to get him off ledge, but luckily they had the get up animation to help protect him from that. Ooh. It's definitely been a long night. Yeah, like I honestly, yeah. Did we break record actually for contestants? Oh, let's go. Oh, yo, let's go. Yeah, honestly, ooh, I got that starfall animation too. All right. Yeah. Okay. It's no worries. It's all good.
And I think
It's okay. No worries. Okay. So it looks like it'll be just me for a while, but who knows? Maybe someone else will jump in. Let's see. Cheese Curd wants to jump in on the casting mic. Oh, let's go. All right. A little bit of action. Yeah. All right. So it looks like we're being met
what's
by the
up, y'all?
legendary Kirby. We saw him on stream. We saw him do some crazy Kirby things. It's your
Yeah.
boy.
Cheese curd. What's
Yeah.
up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Who's in
So-
chat? Let me see.
So right now it's on oh chat.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, is it not having?
So
Yeah, on YouTube.
no,
YouTube.
like-
Yeah,
okay,
YouTube
okay.
know like yeah.
Yeah.
So but right now you have honestly I think you've gone against both these players at least a few
Yeah.
times. So yeah, it's Hayes versus Animus. So what's your thoughts on this right now? Me Brawler versus Sheik. This is something
okay,
that's
so-
new to me.
So both of these characters kind of have the same like advantage state explosions. So,
Okay.
like, and they both have really good mobility. It's just like I feel like whoever gets their combo or their advantage state first. So
Yeah.
basically whoever wins neutral. But it's like I feel like it'll be very even or
Really?
like slightly me Brawler favor.
I feel like it was more towards Sheik just because of the combo stuff, but it's the kill power
Oh yeah,
though.
but me yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah,
Yeah.
Me Brawler combos also kill, and yeah, it's pretty even right now.
Yeah.
as you can see.
I mean both. It's like this is game 3.
Ooh,
Like
good,
ooh.
good read, good
Yeah,
read.
that was good.
Yeah, so I gotta play the winner of these two.
All right, so you do a little
yeah.
yeah. Hey, but nice to have you casting with me though.
Yeah,
It's
no
definitely
problem,
been
no
a
problem.
minute.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, advantage state.
Yep.
Good read.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
please
and
don't
that
die.
seals the deal.
Oh,
Yeah, that, I mean, they were high up there.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
looks like you're going against, I think you've gone against each other
Hayes.
quite a bit on
Yep,
stage.
yeah,
Yeah,
right
so,
here, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely both regulars here, so
Right,
definitely.
right, about to get
no,
into
no,
that.
yep. Yeah, are we expecting to see a cheese curd in the finals, or what do you think?
Well, we're in semis, I think.
Yeah,
so
but,
this
like-
will be for third.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I play. I think sewers and losers finals.
I mean, yeah.
So and
And then Renegade at the
just-
very end, so.
yeah, I like really struggle against Steve, so I don't know.
Yeah,
it's gonna
so-
be, it's gonna be hard, but
yeah,
we
and
might
then,
be able to pull something out. You
yeah,
know?
you never
So
know.
I do have chat.
Oh, there we go.
All right, I gotta,
it's
gotta get
okay.
up and
Alright.
go brawl.
Here we are.
Thank you.
Yeah. What was on chat, actually?
Yeah, it really doesn't let me, so I didn't really deal with it.
Bruh. That's funny. I saw that. Actually, so that was. I think that should be. It says Cypher word, right? Yeah, that's He plays a lot of the Shotas or like the fighters. So yeah, definitely known for like their Ken, Terry, Ryu, and then also the Kazuya. I got knocked out a few times, so yeah, it's fun to see them in chat though. All right. So it looks like we're gonna be met with a crazy Kirby versus Kazuya. So I mean, crazy Kazuya. Kirby versus me Brawler. So let's see. All right. So yeah, full venue though. Really big turnout. So awesome to see, honestly. Maybe one day we'll reach otaku levels and have 70 people in here. But this won't even let us have 70 people. That is, I mean, we just have to find the tables, honestly.
I don't know like the limit.
We could just invade outside, you know. That'd be funny though. Right. Okay, so let's see. Me Brawler versus Kirby though. All right. Hayes versus Cheese Curd. That's all good. There we go.
What is it?
Yo, honestly, that's me sometimes, or all the time, really. Ooh, it's that jab block though. Both these players have gone against each other quite a bit though, so they definitely know what each other wants, more or less though. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Ooh. Right now, looks like I was trying to do some edge guarding, but luckily Cheese Curd knew how to get back up on stage. I mean. Or I guess the answer get okay. Ooh. Back back throw though. Right. There we go. A little bit of a forward smash, kind of sending them flying, but they knew what. Ooh, and now the parry though. Yeah. Oh, almost got it though. Looks like they just landed somewhere else. All right. Ooh, trying to get that up. Oh, the dash attack. Oh, wait, the DI. Alright. They're both. Oh, there you go. A little bit of a two-frame right there from Kirby. Ooh, oh, again with the bench. What's it called? The jab block. Alright. See. That dash attack definitely doing the damage. Ooh, that up smash, killing the deal. So back at even socks, but a bit of a percentage difference though. Alright. Down airs. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this Red Bull definitely brought me back in some of that energy, bro. So I was like, I was glad I was able to grab one real quick. Okay. There we go. Ooh, a little bit of the oh no. Was able to fire back with their own with their up B. Being hit with like 2 quarters. Alright. Ooh. Oh, what's up, guys? Were you guys over there in the little the party?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Networking. Does Brandon want to be on stream with me? Does he want to be on a Smash stream? Nah, I'm joking. Nah, they play more like Valorant. It'd be funny though. Just have like the Valorant players in here to stream. What do you think? Yeah. I mean, yeah. But it'd be fun to see just like the reaction. Oh, no way! They got 2 footstools. All right. That was. I looked away for a second. Luckily, we have that replay to look back on that. Like 2 footstools in a row. But it looks like they're doing some map bumps. Yeah. I kind of want to. Ooh, okay, there you go. Yeah, that was 1, and then 2. Yeah, all right. That was interesting. All right, looks like Hayes takes that game 1 though. So let's see what happens now. Should have a counter now for. Oh, that was interesting. You don't see that often. Yeah, but no, I was saying though, I just kind of want to see the other teams like Overwatch or like Valorant just like try to cast Smash to see how that goes. That'd be fun. Ooh, all right, some of that forward. All right. Need some more jumping on Kirby right now. All right. Ooh, the jab blocks though. Ooh, that forward smash. These girls definitely wanted to take game 2, just to see a game 3. So they're definitely having that stock lead right now. Will definitely pay off. Hopefully, let's see. Ooh, again with the jab blocks. Just been tripping. Ooh, oh no, now they have the power. Let's see. Oh, I have the shot put. Alright. Oh, it looks like the shot put at least. Ooh, the parries and ends up to the up smash. Alright. Alright, there you go. Yeah, they have a shot put. That's what they. Okay. Ooh, almost got that up B. Looks like they're going for it again. All right. Then they have fires back with their up smash. We did. Oh, maybe actually, yeah. It's been a while since we've seen a 3-stock on stream. So who knows? Maybe Cheesecake got mad about that double footstool. I would too. Ooh, that forward smash. Oh no. Oh, they were Ooh, they definitely wanted it. Wanted to have something on the replay. Let's see. Ooh, that up smash. Okay. Oh no, we got that spike, but oh, yep, they wanted something on the replay. All right, looks like they're doing some map bans. All right, replay though, they wanted something on there. Ooh, okay. We'll get to see it real quick. The up smash, and then let's see. Ooh, there we go. And there we go. Hits him with Kirby's down B. All right. All right. Ooh. All right. Like game 3. That was. I almost saw. Wait, was that a 3-stock? I just realized. That was a streak. Okay. Nah, that's okay. No worries. It's been a long night for everyone. It's all good. Honestly, oh no, they got the spike. Yep, that's gonna be an early. Yep. Okay. There you go. I was gonna do that for you. Is this so you're closer to the computer? Yeah. All right. So it looks like we're gonna be. I'm joined by our stream lead Atlas. It's been a while. You know what? Looks like they're fixing up some stuff real quick. It looks like now we can see them. So we're joined by the legendary, the captain himself. Also, the stream lead just has a lot of titles at this point. It's
Atlas.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, so we're coming in off of a 3-stock, and hopefully we're gonna see another one here soon.
Yeah, I mean Hayes did kind of do a little saucy with those 2 footstools in game 1, but like you said, she's
coming in with a vengeance though.
Yeah, with 3-star. Oh my God, another one back to back. Bro,
back to back 3-stocks.
I mean they've been getting that spike with Kirby's down air.
Oh, let him do it, Hayes. Let him get the back to back threes.
Bro. Dang, she's right now on a roll. That's the thing, and like once you have that momentum, it's oh no.
Please.
Oh,
okay, he's able to get back at least. That's still a chance for the 3 stock.
Yeah. There we go.
I do believe the winner of this though goes on to face Sewer Person.
Yep.
So I wonder if someone will actually end up like dethroning the king, or like the I guess self-appointed king, because he's won the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, hey, right now, Renegade. I mean, that's the thing. If you win against Super Person, you're going against Renegade. So it's like you have once you beat
Yeah,
one
but
boss.
also if you win against Sewer Person, he doesn't 3-peat.
That is true. You are right.
But I guess before that, these players got to get through this
Ooh,
game.
yep, and it looks like
Oh.
that. Cheese Curd finishes with the 3 stock. But you know what? Awesome set from both players. That still though, the double footstool at the first match did surprise me. But it looks like Cheese Curd responded back with a vengeance. So yeah. All right. Great play. Bruh. There you go. So it looks like it's gonna be Cheese Curd versus Sewer Person.
Yeah, I think it's a run back, right?
Yeah.
No?
I think Cheese Curd went against someone else, I wanna say.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm not 100%. We have to look at the bracket real quick, honestly.
Yeah, I guess it's I can pull that up actually.
Yeah, it looks like right now we have a minute or two before they get called in. So let's see.
Let's see. Cheese Curd went up against where's his name?
Uh,
He went against the Cur. I can't even pronounce that.
I was our what's it
Yeah,
called?
Cur. I think it's like Caruso. Okay, I'm not even gonna try.
Kurt for now.
Yeah, sure, Cur.
Yeah.
So that he knocked Cheese Curd down to lower bracket, and now he's kind of been on the lower bracket a run.
Yeah. Honestly though, it was nice to have him cast though for Kurt. I think it's I'm gonna try it real quick. Kurimaza. Wait a minute, is that from My Hero Academia? The Iwaza? I don't know. Well,
I
either
just know
way.
the last part is Awa.
Yeah, Awa. Well, anyways, it was nice having him on casting. They had a lot of.
Awa. That's what it is.
There you go. Yeah, they had a good energy. Honestly, it was nice casting with them. Bouncing off really quick. We were playing like ping pong with them. Out of times we were bouncing off each other. Definitely fun. Hopefully we see you again next Tuesday takedown, or if you're still here. So yeah, we had a big turnout, bunch of people. So kind of light in a little bit, but still pretty good.
I mean, yeah, but it is pretty late, so it's
yeah.
to be expected at this point.
Now for real. I mean, there is the start of the semester, so and the other stuff too. So
Yeah, it's still cool that a little over like almost 25 people came out.
Yeah,
Even at the start of the semester.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of excited. I mean, that just means we're gonna have like some busy Tuesday takedowns. Yeah.
Yay!
Hey, it's fine. I mean, hey, we just content crew, or production, so we're kind of used to it by now. So, well, yeah.
I mean, we've definitely gotten out later, but I was hoping for an earlier finish today.
That is fair. That is fair. But
on the bright side, I don't got class till like noon.
oh, okay,
so I
there you
can
go.
sleep in.
I have class till 2, so I'm living the good life. So,
Nice.
but still though, so how do you feel so far for this semester? Like for your classes that you've taken? That's the funny part is because it's Tuesday, so technically.
I mean, I've already had all of my classes. So like
Okay.
all my teachers or professors, I should say, they're really chill. I'm really loving it.
Yeah.
I have one repeat professor, and she's pretty close to a history teacher or professor.
Oh, okay, sweet.
That's gonna be interesting.
All right. Let's see. So looks they're getting ready. Cheese Curd and Sewer Person.
Yeah,
then-
so it's gonna be a Kirby versus Steve. That's
Yeah.
gonna be interesting.
That is gonna be interesting. The only thing is though, Steve could definitely block out Kirby's recovery, so that might be a little bit of an obstacle. But Kirby's has like multiple jumps, so maybe they can just work around it. So
I mean,
it
I believe Cheese Curd has more than just a Kirby though.
Oh, that is true. You're right. They have some other. They have like a Pac-Man, a Falco. See a bit of
Falco. I don't think I've seen it with Falco, but I've seen his Pac-Man. His Kirby is very popular.
yeah. Definitely like their iconic character they have.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go mess around with some settings real quick.
Okay. While they're doing that real quick, looks like they're getting ready. We're going back there. It looks like yep, good turnout. Get to see a little bit more on the setup right there. Everyone's just playing games, walking around. All right. Yo, and looks like we have the return of some other players, the competitors. Yeah. Yeah, we do actually. Oh, you have one more in you. Okay. All right. Looks like we're gonna have a bit of the G Meister back on stream. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, let me move this out of the way.
It's
So,
okay.
I had to revert back to Red Bull. I was getting tired towards the. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. We all have our fuels.
Yeah, we do.
Mine just is green.
Yeah, mine's just red. How convenient. Yeah.
Like the name,
Yep.
Red Bull.
Yep.
But anyways, losers final. Finally, we get to see the losers.
Yeah. Oh dang. Oh yo. Oh, yeah. That is true.
Sorry, that was my dad joke I had prepared.
No,
for
that
the
was a
next time
good-
I commentate losers finals.
Bro, that was perfect. Nice, honestly. Ooh, I didn't know you could
The
do that.
stuck and cuck?
Yeah, it looks like both. Yeah, just took out both. Oh wow, a clap from G Meister himself too.
He already sped up the game.
So yeah.
Now we know it's at least not going to taunt.
Dang.
likely.
That is true. That's true. That surprised me, honestly. I'm kind of down to see that again.
I'll be honest though, I thought Kirby would make it back.
Yeah.
He's known for having 6 jumps.
Yeah, I was a little worried too, because Steve can definitely just build a
I-
platform and just like.
I think Sewer did like the mix up of actually not mashing out. And
Ah.
so what happened was like both of them Kirby drops farther than he expected, so they just both died.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
honestly still fine in this matchup, because like
Yeah, I mean, no timeouts now.
when it's like it's literally David versus Goliath, right? So,
Yeah,
like,
for real. Yeah,
Um,
Kirby's definitely not high on the tier list, but definitely makes them look like they're high up there.
yeah, but this matchup is so bad that like taking that 1-for-1 trade is definitely more worth it.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, definitely that diamond though. The other thing too is your person definitely has like okay. I know on stages it depends a little bit with the resources, right?
Yes.
But is it kind of still hard to get diamond, or is it just not really?
The honest truth is that since I'm not a Steve player, I don't know necessarily.
It's random.
It's
Right.
literally random if you get.
That's some good RNG if it's random. Wow.
I don't know if I'm being what's the word? Yeah,
Yeah,
guess.
Gasolina, bro.
Yeah, but-
I like how both.
Oh,
you-
another 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, this is awesome. Honestly, this is what you want to do.
Yeah, this is some buy one get one free action here at
For real.
TAMUSA.
Dang, I mean, we love to see it. Maybe
Yeah.
because you know what? Maybe I don't know. The RNG just spiked up because we had the G Meister here. You know, just like that added luck boost.
Yeah, I came on the mic and now everyone's feeling inspired.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
For real. I thought it was the Red Bull, but it might just be the G Meister.
I am the Red Bull.
You are the Red Bull. You are the Mountain Dew as well.
I am the Mountain Dewer.
Yeah. That
Better be a Mountain Dewer than a Mountain Donor.
that is true. I mean, you definitely showed some crazy stuff in your game. Yeah, actually. I was thinking about it. See, man, the G Meister just being inspirational.
Yes, I should give one of those speeches.
Yeah, for real. Ooh, back to this game though. Looks like they're
Yeah.
both.
He still has yet to use his diamond.
I wonder if this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
he just has
Oh.
a second one.
This has a second one. All right.
That is a blunder
Ooh.
on my behalf.
Me too. Don't worry.
I
Yeah, they have that diamond picked. Yep, they have the diamond. Definitely building. Oh, they have. That's triple diamonds.
that's
Just
3
diamonds
times
galore.
Oh,
Ooh.
see,
Ooh.
Kirby is one of the few characters that has the luxury in that situation of
Yeah.
just being able to air dodge and not die because he has 72 jump or
And
something.
definitely has more time to like delay and like figure stuff out.
Yeah, that is the one thing he has in this matchup, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Sakurai had to give him
He-
something to the boy.
Yes, they said, Sakurai said, today I will make a character with 6 jumps and horrible air mobility.
Ooh, that's nice. All right, we love to see it. That's a game one going to
Immediate run it back from
Yeah.
Sewer. He
That-
knows that if he just doesn't get sucked and cucked,
Yeah.
he'll feel a lot better.
Yeah.
I think Alani said that.
Oh.
Well, too late now. Well,
Earlier, I was like, did he say that?
nah,
Hey, I didn't think it was a bad word.
Yeah,
My
it's-
bad, though.
nah, it's
I
alright.
have no idea.
Nah, yeah, I don't know. You know what? We just, you know what? We
It-
ball. We
I-
ball. There we go.
I used it as a gamer term. That's the excuse. If you ever, if it's ever a gray area, just say it's a gamer term.
You know what? That
but-
is true.
like,
Yeah, I like
because
that.
it is something gamers regularly use.
Yeah, you know,
It's like-
I stand with that argument. I think we could do that right now. It's just game your turn. All right, see you, Eli.
I don't think he put it to a certain extent. I don't know if we can go as far as
That is true. We ball. Hey, you got the joke. Ah, bro. Okay, let's see. Back to the match though. Oh yeah, right now it looks like. Do you think Sheepspeare's trying to get like those early stocks or early like kind of like trades early that we saw in game one? Because I mean that first stock game one definitely surprised me.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's telling himself now, like, okay, I pulled it off once, like he's expecting it way too much now.
Oh,
he
that's
might
true.
like, because it's kind of easy to avoid if you're actually thinking about it, but
Oh, okay.
Um,
That makes sense.
I wouldn't be like it's still advantageous for him, but
Yeah.
it's a lot harder for him to land because it is fairly committal.
Oh, okay.
Like, because if you go for like the inhale, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You miss. You're kind of just sitting there trying to consume.
Yeah, for real.
So it just gives Steve a free punish. Oh, that was a well-timed neutral get up.
Yeah, for real. Well, these. Okay. Ooh, there we go. That
that
back
was
air is
really
doing the
good
deal.
coverage.
Yeah.
Um,
That was a back air, right?
yes, that,
Okay.
but that was a really good like jump and then jump again.
Ooh, got caught with that. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's the crazy thing. It's just one hit. It was just one straight hit in the middle of the stage.
Yeah, for real. I was.
Kirby, it,
As soon as I saw that minecart, I just said, "Oh no."
it was a mixture of Kirby being light as a feather and Steve.
Bean Steve.
Yeah,
I think that's honestly the best way. Because Steve just breaks the game a lot of. Oh no.
oh, this could be.
Yeah. This is.
oh,
Oh. Luckily, Kirby was able to be saved by. Oh, hey, he's a cube now. Or a block, I should say.
I wonder if the second cheese curd up beat there. I bet he was thinking I should have just down aired him, taking the stock collected. Because I was. The second
Yeah.
I saw that low recovery, I'm like, he got
Yeah.
it hook, line, and sinker. He just didn't let it rip.
That is true. Though this is an explosive game too, honestly. Because I mean, like game one was like, it was pretty quick too. So this one not as fast, but we'll see what happens. Still though, I can't believe we almost saw like a. I was kind of waiting for it. It's the second time we've come close to seeing like a timeout on Tuesday.
Yeah, notably, like just a recent set in SA, Tech Effects, another Steve player who's been here a few times.
Oh,
he
did
won.
they-
He won a set against Cheese Curd, and it was by timing him.
Really? I didn't.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't on stream then. Okay.
It wasn't here.
Oh, it wasn't here.
It was at LFP.
Oh, okay, that's the Mondays. Yeah. So also, I mean, we love having you here at Tuesday or also viewing, but also don't forget to check out the other locals. We all try to help each other out. So
Yes, we're all one big community. Like,
yeah,
it's not like every tournament's separate from one another.
yeah.
It's
Like if you can show up to us, awesome. But also don't forget to show up to everyone else.
for sure.
Ooh, okay. Dang, they're just building. Yeah, that's the other thing I've
Yeah.
noticed. It's just like once Steve gets like the good like concrete or something, it's a lot easier to wall out, so you can get more resources. Ooh, the minecart though. I didn't know-
Yeah, the issue is if Steve just chooses to play to time,
Yeah.
Kirby can't really do much. It's like if he just keeps on running away like he is now, like even though it just takes like 1 or 2 hits to kill Kirby in this situation, just the risk reward from running away is just stupidly good for Steve. So like I don't blame Stewart for just like just constantly going back, getting more materials.
Not for real.
It just
Just
it's
happens.
optimal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, the up smash though.
I-
I didn't think that was gonna be minecart.
I didn't either. I thought he might have hit him out of minecart, but I thought he'd get like caught in it still. But
Yeah.
what do I know? I'm not the Kirby.
I'm not the
Oh,
Kirby
what
main
was-
either. I don't know. They
Is
kind
that
of
like a super dash? Kind of see that as well.
yeah, it like went like turbo for a second.
Yeah. I don't know what that was. I have
Yeah.
to watch that again.
Yeah, for real. Ooh, that's
But-
the diamond. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no, is this game? It is game.
Tech.
Oh no.
Wow.
Dang. T-Skirt said no. He's pro. No, I thought that was game. I'm not gonna lie.
But if you're cheese curd here, you're probably thinking, how can I just literally cheese him right now?
That is true.
The reality is you gotta win way too many interactions right now. Your character's way too light. You're dying to like any stray hit.
Just like a breath.
So it's like you're.
Oh, the minecart.
Exactly. just-
I would have been thinking though, how did I survive? That's what I would have had my thought process. But you know what? Still, it's 1-1 though, so it's
Yeah.
doable for Cheese Curd. I mean, if they took a game,
It's definitely an uphill battle though. That's
Yeah,
for sure. But,
that is
I mean,
true.
He proved with game 1 you can do it. So
yeah.
I
I mean,
I
you-
wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah.
Or I would be surprised if Cheese Curd won just because I know how awful the matchup is, but I know he's capable of it. I mean,
Yeah.
he already proved it by winning game 1.
Again, yeah. We'll see what happens though. Looks like they're thinking about it. Looks like looks like we're staying on that Kirby. Yep,
Yeah,
Kirby
he-
versus Steve. Out of curiosity though, what did Sewer Person used to play before Steve, like the Steve DLC?
I believe he was a Mario player. I could
Really?
be wrong.
Okay. I was because
Um,
that was one of the things I was wondering
if
about.
you get him on the mic later or something,
Okay.
just ask him because, like, ever since I've started playing, like, Steve already was out, so he's been playing Steve the whole time
Oh,
that I've
okay.
been around. So
That's fair.
I think he told me once it was long ago.
Nah, no worries. I was just curious because
Yeah.
I know some like because this usually was like one of the like last DLC or towards the end at least.
So yeah,
Alright.
so, he was in the second DLC pack.
Yeah. All right. Oh, he played Donkey Kong? Okay. That's good to know. That's interesting from DK to Steve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that's not right. But
That's fair.
Okay,
Okay.
that's one of the potential rumors.
A potential rumor. Okay. That is true. We
Yes,
could
that's-
ask the man himself, the legend. But right now, the cheese curd still showing up. Oh no, the TNT. That TNT is definitely scary, honestly. Ooh, I didn't think it was gonna catch.
Yeah, re-grabbing that ledge, he was
Oh, he was in like,
exposed.
yeah,
He didn't have the invincibility.
yeah. I thought he all. Oh no, he has the. That's crazy how fast he gets the diamond though. Oh, dang. All right.
I'm wondering if, like, when Kirby crouches, I wonder if he can low profile that back air.
Yeah.
It looks close. I actually don't know if he can or not.
No,
'Cause
that's
it's
fair.
just it's such a huge move.
No, for real.
The one bad landing.
Yeah, this has been a fly. He's been like. I think it's because we have these drinks now. Oh.
It's okay. He seems pretty fly for a fly.
Yeah. Oh, yo. This is why I love having G Maestro. You know, he has those jokes. All right. Dang. Oh, still that. Oh no, the spike. Oh, again. Looks like they were trying to seal the deal, right?
Yeah,
With-
he went for a forwarder and a forwarder, and he did land it, but the second one wasn't the spike that fucked.
Yeah. Luckily, it was like Cheese Curd was on the right area to like avoid or at least survive that.
Yeah, but if you're sewer in that situation, you're not complaining about this damage because even
Yeah.
like right now, it's like you could kill Kirby just with an F smash time.
That is true. And the other thing too is they also have like a stock lead, so they're living the good life right now. Yeah. Oh god.
Oh,
Get
lives
him.
the forwarder.
Yeah. Almost gets
Oh.
that. Okay, that was a good air dodge.
I was very surprised that air dodge was
Came
able to go
out?
through that air invil.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost got done in like Tom and Jerry. Ooh.
Risky roll in, doesn't get punished in time.
Yeah, that back, that's just back throw. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Right. Ooh, the back air though, right into off ledge. Alright. So, alright. It was nice having you. Alright. 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 Oh, is this for me? Oh, thanks. Wait. Hey, I got a little glow stick. There you go. Alright. Ooh. Wait, what did I miss? Okay, I like feel like I missed like a whole saga.
A very fast minecart
Bro.
from sewer, and he sent it. I think it was like he did a short hop
Yeah.
minecart, so it like kind of sank at the same time, and because he screws at a high percent, he kind of just got locked into it. It sank like a rock.
Yeah.
This is looking pretty rough for.
Yeah, it is. I mean, luckily they still have a game 4. Yeah, they still have a game 4.
Yeah.
Now, let's call my brain had to like look at it. Oh no, the anvil.
Oh,
But
he's
the
still
DI
alive.
though. This is gonna be like one. You know what? This is where legends can be made. I know it's not looking good, but you know what? If they just play out of their mind, they could win. See.
Oh,
Ooh,
the footstool into anvil.
yeah. I mean, it could have been. I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff like in tournaments. I think it could have been. You know what I mean?
Sewer versus up 2-1, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
2-1.
Like I said earlier, I think this is literally just the definition of a David versus Goliath match.
No, honestly, yeah. This Kirby's definitely at a big disadvantage on this one.
Like on paper, it should be unwinnable in all honesty.
Yeah, so the fact that like even like Cheese Curd getting one,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shouldn't have even happened. Like,
dang.
if two people are at an equal skill level in this matchup, it should just be a 3-0.
Alright, yeah, that makes sense.
If you just like watch this match and you just look at all these interactions happening, like, oh,
I could also get the Red Bull real quick. I could.
but anyways,
Okay.
if you just see all these interactions happening, like, ask yourself like what Kirby could do or like what interactions Kirby is winning, and then ask the same question about Steve,
Yeah,
and the numbers are just really
yeah,
like if you just think about it that way.
yeah,
Like Steve can just like even just simple boxing situations. Which is one of Kirby's strengths is his boxing. Like he has pretty good aerials and whatnot.
Well, the other thing too, I've come to realize or like know more is I don't think Steve has a lot of bad matchups, honestly.
Oh no.
Yeah.
A
For
bad matchup for Steve, like compared to a bad matchup for Kirby or
Yeah,
Bowser Jr.
Yeah.
That was another.
Yeah,
that's
I-
a block tech. I think.
yeah, I think because they like go hyper speed for
Yeah.
like a split second.
He knows what he's doing about the. That's something to ask him on the mic later. But
Uh,
oh. Oh, he is alive because it was only stone. But now, Sewer brought up the diamond.
yeah.
It is both 3 stocks still, so
Ooh,
even
okay.
though the stocks are, this is a really juiced up Steve with a lot of materials.
Nah, yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, that was okay.
That was like a shield
I
break
didn't
setup.
realize.
He had to let go there to not get a shield broken, I'm pretty sure.
Nah, yeah.
Also, the nerve to just attack that TNT.
Yeah.
If I was a Kirby, I don't think.
Oh,
Ooh,
good, yeah. I mean, that was a tough.
that was a nice building into spike
Yeah, that was
setup.
kind of like checkmate, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. That's one of the other things is, Kirby's one of the few. Oh,
Oh no, wait, no, they're Kirby. They can make that bet. But oh, no,
saves.
almost got it.
oh, he
But-
still gets the
yeah.
kill at the back end of that up smash.
Honestly, she's definitely adapting to this matchup. This is like you said, like David versus Goliath. So. Oh, I was just like, all right. What do you? So, okay. Have you actually played Kirby a little bit or not really?
Against or as.
Or just in general? Like, a little bit of Kirby.
I've played Cheese Curd a lot. I know a little bit about the character.
Okay.
Like, I'd say I actually know a fair bit just because I play him that often.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like I played him today even.
That's nice to know. What's up, Ace? Ah. At a mush, just right watching this game right now between Cheese Curd and Stuart Piston. Who are you rooting for? Ooh, okay.
If I say I'm ready, you open my house.
Bruh. That's I mean, this is this is a tough matchup. I can recognize that from even on the tier list, Kirby's kind of like not that high, right?
Oh, Kirby's very low on the tier list.
Yeah, so the fact that Cheese Curd actually does some crazy stuff with Kirby is pretty awesome to see.
I mean,
Oh.
Steve is pretty low too. Steve, honestly, he's really overrated. He's not that.
I mean, dang. All right, let's see. No, I mean,
I mean, look at this. All the.
yeah. Oof. Right now, still though, Steve definitely, yeah. Oh no. I know. I've seen that a lot with the walk into like the minecart. Is that just supposed to be like a little bit of a mix-up?
Yeah, it's supposed to like catch both like a roll and like a neutral get up. So like he times it to where if it rolls in, like,
Yeah.
like there's time from where it's like bouncing off the block, and otherwise it'll just shoot straight at like a
Okay.
neutral get up.
Definitely good to have like a bit of our strategist here on the casting. You know, get to help like any of us like understand the mental of this game. Ooh.
I wouldn't be surprised if all this match ends at point of time. By the way,
Yeah. Oh, really?
it could still happen, but Easter doesn't seem to want it to happen.
Yeah. Oh, you mean if they were like a little bit more patient? You think it would have
Yes.
been?
But now I don't think so at all.
Okay. Yeah, it's because they look like 2 minutes is. I know it might not seem like a lot, but for like, yeah. Oh, that's true. I mean, Valorant has like 1 or 2 minutes on your. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang.
the main thing is if T-Skirt took the second stock early, he
Ooh.
could force Sewer in a situation where Sewer is just like, okay, I just want to get like as many buffs as possible. So
That is true.
just get the most materials.
Oh,
I
no,
can.
that might seal the deal. Yep, the up smash.
Wow, that killed so early.
Yeah, that's why. As soon as I saw that, like once you get caught in that little lava block, it's kind of like your coffin's ready. So though, that was a good match though. A little bit of the fist bumps and that. So though, that was a good set though. Okay. So get to see that again. So is that just to confirm at that percentage? I'm
The,
guessing.
the competitors are arguing over how doable the matchup is, and
That is true. That's a tough match.
it's very borderline.
Yeah.
There's a lot of matchups like that for low tiers, honestly. Like
Yeah.
the difference is if you talk to one of these top tier players and ask them about a bad match, they'll complain about it like it's the same.
Dang.
I'm sorry, but if you play top tier, it's not the same.
Dang. I mean, you
Like
know
the
what?
level of bad matchup, like your character just automatically has enough tools to where it
I mean,
can't be that bad.
That kind honestly kind of just makes sense because I mean they're high tier for a reason. It's not like because of high tiers, I would imagine don't have bad matchups or at least yeah.
Well, they can have like losing matchups, but their idea of losing is not the same. Like the
Oh.
spectrum's a lot worse.
Oh, okay. That's good to have. All right.
Like no way Steve's worst matchup is as bad as like anyone else's worst
Yeah.
matchup. To be honest, like,
That's true.
I think it's Cloud.
Cloud is what takes out Steve?
Yeah, and even
Wow.
then it's like -1.
-1? Wow.
Um,
Are you kidding me? Just I guess that's why Cloud's a hero then.
and I debatably half the roster for my characters like -2 or worse. So.
Honestly, I kind of want to make my own roster, but I don't know how flamed I would be if I made my own like little tier list.
It would be funny to see at the very least.
That's true.
Renegade pulling out the Crom.
Yeah.
It did work earlier, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, you're right. It was, yeah, I actually got the game. It was, did some, I mean, just Renegade. I heard from another caster earlier. For how do you say it?
Kurumizawa?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
It's
hate
a
his
bit
new
of
name.
yeah,
I can't say it either.
yeah. Nah, but he said that Renegade likes to do some like meme stuff. So is this
Oh.
like a meme character?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because when you brought out the Kazuya, he said that was a meme. So that's why I didn't know.
I'd say so. I was surprised he brought it out against me because, like, I felt like I did pretty good against the Steve.
Yeah.
So, like,
I mean, you took out that
yeah,
Kazuya though.
Yeah,
So
I had to let him know.
that's
It
true.
wasn't real.
That is true. You made him bring back the snake. It's his true main.
Yeah, but especially for someone like Renegade here, where,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bruh.
So you were building the L, letting Renegade know.
Yeah. Saying like, you better bring out your main.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Renegade complaining about the matchup as if he isn't a snake.
Dang. Oh no. Oh yo.
Hey, I'll say what I want on the mic.
That's fair. It's. Oh,
He's complaining yet he will later in this set I will put money on it. He will grab someone while holding a grenade.
oof.
That is just how that character works. It's just not the same.
Dang.
So like
Oof.
some
I mean, honestly though, I like to see the banter in the local.
I love seeing some banter from the folks, just
Yeah.
some of the other competitors, you know.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's
You know?
definitely brings the content in. You know, that's
Yeah,
what we look
if,
for.
If Renegade's gonna try to troll with like just a character, like that's not really a real secondary or anything.
That's fair.
I think he deserves the.
Oh no! Oh yo!
He still got the Chroma side, but
Yeah.
didn't.
All right. All right. Oh, now I'm curious. So, you think we're gonna see the snake, or you think we're gonna see something else? It is grand finals.
There's basically a 50-50. If Renegade cares about winning this first set,
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
switch either this game or the next. Otherwise, I wouldn't be surprised if he just does whatever for this set and waits for the bracket reset the next.
That is fair. I think I've noticed that a little bit in the off season. Do you think we're seeing that in the main season?
It depends on the person, but it can definitely happen. Like I
Okay.
remember one time I actually got second here, and I was playing against the two, and they just chose to play Roy, and they're just such a good player that it didn't even matter. I still got bodied.
Nah, you'll still get a G Meister, I believe.
Oh, I've been.
You've been grinding. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
you almost got Renegade. You almost did knock
it
him
is
out.
true.
You're working
Yeah.
on a lot more confidence.
Yeah. So that's what we were saying. Like, so you're definitely waking us up. You know.
Yeah, I did practice this matchup with him like a month ago, and I figured out how to play neutral against him, but I'm really struggling still. Like, if he just gets me on stage, I struggle to like get out of disadvantage and stuff.
But that also just comes down to character, though, isn't it?
Partially, yeah. Like, I used to think the neutral was like super undoable because of all his traps and grenades and all that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Honestly, and you'll see this from Sewer as well, the solution a lot of the time is just to wait. Because, like, inevitably those grenades have to explode. You can only have 2 of them at a time.
That is true. I mean, this is what we saw. It was a bit of. This is a matchup I really didn't know how to commentate because it was a little bit of like cat and mouse, but also like they were keeping each other like distance a little bit.
Yeah, it is a strange matchup. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it's even. I have no clue what this matchup is actually considered, but both
Yeah.
of these characters have really stupidly strong tools, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a
Ooh.
good block placement. to do
Yeah.
that.
I mean, they got hit with their own grenade too. Got shot up into something else. I think that's the other. So I definitely Steve can wait out Snake because I mean Snake's like projectiles will like I guess explode. So that's the other issue too. Like you can have your grenades all set up, but eventually they're gonna go off. Speaking of which,
Having that long grab
Yeah.
is really good in this matchup because you can see a lot of these ledge trap situations.
oh,
9 out of 10 characters probably wouldn't have been able to do anything there.
that is yeah.
Um,
Dang.
so just
The fact that Steve has that
the fishing rod, yeah.
yeah. Ooh,
Look,
That
well
was-
time to roll.
yeah.
Wow, that single C4
Oh
exploded
no
ball.
way. Oh, yo, that was a good drag down into
Yeah.
that. All right.
That was actually a very good drill.
Dang. See, I'm picking up stuff, you know? The more I cast with y'all, the more... Honestly, y'all are, like, some of the best teachers to have. So, that's why I do love having y'all on the mic, because I get to pick up on, like, the idea of the mindset y'all have, so, yeah. Oh, if only I could compete as good as y'all. Just have to... Maybe I just...
if you watch enough, I think you'll be surprised. Like, you actually will probably just start picking up on things.
Okay.
Especially, like you said, if you understand, like, a Smash Bros. Player's perspective.
That's fair.
I think you'd actually be surprised, because, like, if you just even tell yourself, oh, I just know what is and isn't broken, just play around that.
Okay.
It's like,
That is true. And I guess they have a little bit of the upside of being one of the few dark pits out there, so maybe, at least in SA.
yeah,
that-
there was a, I don't know if you know this or not, but, Animus who competed here,
Yeah?
his girlfriend, Rally, plays Pit.
Really?
And they're not really active anymore, but they used to be the best Pit in North America.
I think, really?
Yes.
I heard that from Conti, there was a dark pit player. I didn't know it was Animus' girlfriend, though.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, very talented player for sure.
I mean, hey, North America, dang,
Yeah.
all right. That's crazy. And it came from SA. See, San Antonio was just
Yeah.
built different. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, this matchup's pretty interesting because
Yeah, 'cause-
both these characters have like kind of trapping potential.
They could definitely just time each other out, too.
Oh yeah.
Not just trapping, but also, like, I feel like they could just, like, camp each other.
Oh for sure. Yeah. Like the
Ooh,
main
the
thing-
up tilt.
Oh yeah, that up tilt just
That was good.
honestly.
It's broken.
Yeah.
I felt like, didn't they nerf it at one point or something? Or maybe I'm thinking of another character.
If they did, they didn't nerf it enough.
That is true.
Um,
No, I'm thinking of someone else. Never mind. It was that one.
if you're watching my match versus Renegade earlier,
Yeah.
I was able to card at him and he could just parry it and up tilt, which honestly just isn't okay.
I think that's what sealed game 3, honestly, now thinking back.
Yeah, I kind of just got stuck off stage for like the last stock.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you still did really well against Renegade. You definitely made him bring out his snake again.
Yeah, it was the best I've ever played against him, so I'm
Yeah.
content.
And on Tuesday, hey, it's
Yeah.
meant to be. It's, you know what, the G-Meister and Tuesday, like, crossover stuff is just meant to be.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the one interesting thing about this matchup is that most characters, like, when Snake does stuff, like, you kind of just have to wait.
Yeah.
For him to like throw every explosive away. But like with Steve, it's like if you just start setting up everything, you can just be like, you know what, I'm gonna build a stone wall and just start mining.
That is true.
And that's literally what he did right there, as I said it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's the thing.
oh,
I-
you just build another one. Why not? You know? Like,
Are we going to see a third? I mean, oh, the up.
doesn't
Yep.
die, barely
Almost.
lives that trap.
I might be seeing it. I don't know anymore. I take it back, actually. I don't want to do a commentator's curse. Oh, they have the C4 right there, just waiting for something to happen.
And Renegade's just trying to lob grenades, but
Yeah.
Sewer's using the platform combined with his
Yeah,
wall
this
to
is-
his advantage.
This is exactly what made it a little difficult for me to talk about, because I didn't really know what to say on this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically just making like a makeshift bunker
Okay, yeah, for real.
with using that platform as well.
Bruh.
And right now he's like, you know what? I'm fully content with just trying to buff my character as much as possible. The problem with Steve is if you don't interact with him,
Oh, that dodge down.
Like,
Yeah.
why is he just allowed to get stronger?
That is true. I mean, right now they even have stronger. Ooh, that side B though, trying to snuck in there, or the missile. Oh no! What is going on? They're just using all the resource, their tools.
Less than a minute left.
Yeah.
I wonder. What,
Timeout,
are we gonna see a timeout? I
bruh.
actually have no clue. They're both at such a high percent that it's kind of risky.
That is true. I mean, what is the? Oh
That
no!
was so smart.
That was actually. So that was They caught him with that.
He caught, like the out of part with Anvil.
Yeah.
I'm glad we get the replays here because I actually want to see that again.
Yeah.
Like fully understand what happened there.
Hey, we should throw that clip at Hungry Box, honestly, or H Box. Ooh, that's. Yeah, I feel like we should hopefully Eat Smash looks at it too. Who knows?
Yeah, that would be a good clip for you.
Yeah. All right, game 3, or yeah.
Yeah, you made me forget as well. I'm like,
Yeah, I was like,
that game was just so long. I don't blame you.
yeah, no, that's the thing. Yeah, it's for a while. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to see a timeout on stream, but at the same time, I kind of don't. I don't know. Because I will admit, whenever I play a match and I see like we're close to timeout, I'd rather either lose or win off of that instead of the timeout. That's me personally, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it depends on how the timeout is going.
Yeah.
Like, if you're like timing someone out and you have like too big of a lead, I'm kind of just like, come on, just end it.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying.
But if it's close like that, like it makes sense to just keep on playing.
Yeah, instead of just
sheepishly.
yeah. I don't know. I guess because I want to. I guess in my mindset, I'm thinking like I want to be the one to end it, not the timer.
Yeah, I mean I've never taken a game of time.
That's
I
fair.
kind of just never let
Ooh.
it like happen.
Yeah.
Some characters just honestly just
I think I've seen it a lot with like Sonic a little bit.
oh Sonic's the biggest
Yeah.
proponent, the biggest cause of timeouts.
Yeah.
But-
Ooh, what the? Oh, I don't. I guess they couldn't control that, huh? Because they were just kind of. Could they have aired? Oh, that Angel though. Could they have dodged that, or is that like where you just destined to pop up?
You're inevitably gonna pop up out of the mine part. Like you can
Okay.
change the timing, but if like Sewer did there, if you're just charging a smash attack, you can just basically.
Dang.
So that's also part of the reason that certain characters are really good. Is if you notice, like once Sewer lands like one hit, very good tech.
Yeah, that was good tech.
Like, but what I was saying is like once Sewer lands one hit,
Yeah,
you can somewhat like disengage from the game and just say, I'm just gonna do this because there's nothing you can do about it.
that is true.
And that's another sign of just that top tier privilege.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
punish
Dang.
for that get up attack.
Yeah, that what's the name of that attack? It's like the
That was the upswing.
oh the
The
up
one
smash?
that launches the missile.
Yeah. I don't know what the name of that missile was. I've been trying to like they're all missiles to me. That's why I'm
The
just saying
side
that.
B is called a Nikita.
Ah, Nikita. Okay. There you go. I gotta learn more. I know Snake's been around. There's probably like a lot of crazy Snake players out there, but I never really learned the name of all his stuff. I just know this like you said, like up smash, side smash, but I know a lot of these attacks have names. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna say Nikita now. Sound better.
As long as you just describe what you saw, honestly, that's good enough.
That honestly, yeah. The diamond, bro. The diamonds. Just so many diamonds. Man, if you could turn that into real currency, you'd be rich.
Renegade's just trying to keep him on that ledge right now. But,
Yeah.
but see, once he has to start pulling out more stuff, he's just giving Sewer more time to mine.
Yeah. That is the issue with this. I think if you try, I don't think there's any character that can really outcamp Steve. That or like,
Um,
or what do you think? You think there's a character?
there are characters that their win condition actually is that time Steve out.
Really? Oh, like Sonic, I'm guessing.
Sonic's probably one of them.
Ooh.
Pac-Man's another one.
Oh, see a KP. Yeah.
Like I was talking to Sewer and I asked him who I should play against him and he said you should play Pac-Man and just try to time me out.
Oh, okay.
But the issue is I don't want to do that.
That's fair. I
Very
thought you were gonna say
mentally-
Steve. I was like, play Steve against Steve.
That would also be valid. You're guaranteed an even matchup.
That is true. Just both mining on the opposite side of the stage. Ooh.
Renegade's starting to make a comeback.
Ooh.
Sewer kind of just needs to take the stock so he can just keep on pushing his lead.
Yeah.
There
Ooh,
you
that
go.
was yeah. So all of the what's it called? That was the up throw. So what's the little thing called? For Steve, the little machine thing.
Oh, that's a pistol.
Piston. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really play Minecraft that much.
Yeah, that's all good.
Yeah, the piston. So with the piston though, is it rely on resources or?
I do not think so.
Ooh.
I-
There we. Yep.
Yeah,
All right. So
it might use a bit of stone,
okay.
but probably not. Since it's just a grab.
This might actually be a timeout now. They both. Oh, never mind.
We'll have to wait. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really situational. It's like this. It's something that's too hard to say like this far in advance.
Yeah, I'm wanting it too much that the universe won't give it to me now.
I mean, the higher and higher these percents get, though, I am pretty certain that the less and less these guys want to approach.
Yeah,
us.
that parry though. Dang, that was explosive.
See, both of these characters, what makes them so good is they can get so much off of one winning.
Yeah, no,
And,
for
like-
real. Like literally, if you're unlucky, Steve can just throw like multiple jabs, and you're just like already at like 80 or 70 just for yeah. That or just getting diamond too.
Yes.
Diamond just yeah.
Yes, so we're just caught up with just up there in the back here.
Yeah.
Like,
That was with
immediately
diamond,
tied up the percent. Yeah.
bruh. Yeah. Oh god. The more I see this, the more I understand the danger of Steve. You know what?
Yeah, I mean, both of these characters are honestly problematic. in my opinion. I think.
Yeah, but I feel like yeah. Honestly, yeah.
What was I gonna say? Steve is a lot more. Oh.
Ooh, that up smash, and like that, looks like we're having a game 4.
Yeah.
All right.
both players agreeing to run it back again.
Yeah, I like how we just like just a little. That's like
Yeah.
the gesture, like hey, just run it back. Good to see that replay though. So right now though, this is definitely a mind thinking game for both players though. Like both of them are playing like 5D chess or something because they're like looking for options and like how to like once you get like something out, you want to like take advantage of that as much as possible. I would imagine.
Yeah, the issue right now, and what makes this matchup really weird, is you're watching two characters with a better punish game than they should have. So like what's happening is like you notice like in that last interaction in the replay,
Yeah.
Sewer did one back air on Renegade's shield while he was holding a grenade. He exploded and immediately died.
That's fair.
Like just way too mileage out of one mistake. And I feel like that's kind of the problem with like a lot of the top teams these games. They just get way too much out of so little.
That's fair.
I've heard too many people say that they think more characters should be buffed. No, more characters need to be nerfed. Everyone, the power
Everyone.
creep in this game is insane in my opinion.
That is true. That is true. Just take away everyone's legs and arms.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, some hitboxes I think are way too big than they should be. I'd agree with that.
Like it's cool that like we get to see these like players like pull off these cool setups every now and then, but at the same time, it's like if you look at like what happened to like what the one player did to mess up, it's usually something very minuscule,
Yeah,
and that's what it just makes it infuriating sometimes. But
not true. So it's like one of those situations where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer.
exactly. That was like also
Ooh.
the main issue when you saw Super Person versus G-Skirt is that
Yeah,
even if he gets a hit in, he's not getting nearly as much off of it, and he already shouldn't be getting a hit in the first place. So it just,
yeah. I mean, hey, yeah. Again, though, that diamond got like 3. This is PS2 just a good area for diamonds at this point.
I think it is like better compared to the other stages in terms of mining resources. Also, that block saving Super
Yeah.
Person from that trap.
Literally, just the other thing too, I guess, Steve, he just breaks the game with the amount of like he makes his own platform. So if you take him to FD, makes his own platform anyways.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
It's mainly in a matchup like this. It's mainly just that he can choose to just make a bunker. Whereas like think about any other character against Snake, it's like you only have the stage to work with just your own movement to avoid his projectiles. But this is the one character where you can just say, you know what, I feel like
Ooh.
building stage.
But hey, that's good though. That's a good response though.
That was a good up smash call out.
I like how at the beginning of this I was like, hey, yeah, we're okay with Steve, and I slowly devolved into understanding the reasoning with it. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a strange thing because it's like technically he's okay, but you have to pick like one of
Yeah.
like only so many like other broken characters. So then it's like
Yeah.
like
I mean, still much respect though to the play. I mean, you still need some kind of skill to
Yeah,
like
I'm-
actually use it. to
yeah,
full game.
you could definitely tell the difference between Zero Person and like any other Steve. Like he's definitely doing a lot more technical stuff. Like he had some really good anvil setups, especially.
Yeah.
Like both these players are really good, but
Just like
so are their characters.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Like, nah. I could definitely understand. I guess because the character that I use is Dark Pit, and they're not exactly high on the tier list either. So I definitely I kind of resonate more with the fellow low tiers too. So yeah. But I don't know. I guess what is Dark Pit, like a C or B?
Yeah, he's pretty average just overall.
Nah.
Maybe a slightly below average because there's too many good characters in the game.
Yeah. Oof.
Well, Renegade had the start of a good setup there, but he didn't capitalize on it.
We might be seeing a game 5 honestly if Renegade can just close this out. Ooh, a back air? Oh, I thought they were about to
Yeah,
be
well-
saved by the block though.
Oh,
Oh,
still alive.
yeah, they're living the good life right now.
I thought the minecart would protect him more from the projectile, but
Yeah. I know they was trying
kind
to
of
grab him.
stuck
Yeah.
off the stage. Again.
Oh, I didn't know that could actually. Okay, that was interesting. I didn't that trade. Actually, I don't even think it hurt him. I think he just knocked him right off.
Yeah, Snake has really strong smash attacks as well for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it now. What do you think? So, was this? Did you already know how this interaction was gonna work already, or did that surprise you a little bit?
I'll have to watch it.
That. Did you think the minecart was gonna lose that? Or...
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so you saw a little bit into that future.
I thought it would trade more.
Oh, okay.
I thought they'd both get hit, but I knew Sewer would get hit for sure.
Okay.
But the funny thing is that if other characters did it, I'm not sure which one would win.
Oh, dang. So it just. So
It's either just you need a really good disjoint on your smash attack there,
Yeah.
or you need like a lot of priority.
Alright.
So
Hey guys. Boy. Alright.
we were already at 84.
Oh, Brendan heading out too? Dang, everyone's heading out. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Back to the game. I was just like, a lot of the people from content crew were taking off, it looked like. Alright.
It's all good. It's important to appreciate everyone here.
Yeah. And then, you know, it's also important to appreciate our competitors and our casters. So, you know.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'll take every compliment I can get.
Hey, I got you. Don't worry. No, I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, without y'all, we can't have a local, so. It's like I think it's a little bit of like a two-way street, honestly. We need each other.
Ooh.
Ooh. Back to the game, though. Yeah. Yeah.
The guy behind the stream also realizing how stupid this game is. It's really getting intense now.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. It's literally like bomb and build.
That actually is the perfect, yeah. Bomb versus building, yeah.
That literally is the case.
Bruh.
You were dropping what could have been a kill setup there. I think if he, instead of the short hop up there, if he went for an up smash like that, I
Yeah.
think he actually could have killed Renegade off the platform.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is a game 5 too, so I don't know. No, this has honestly been a learning experience though, so if I ever see this matchup again on stream, at least I know how to commentate better on it. Ooh.
good back there.
Yeah.
Call out that unsafe option for Renegade there. But see, just one swing at Renegade shield. If you
Ooh,
hit
the
that
parry, though.
grenade,
Yeah?
it just automatically you're in disadvantage. It's just Snake's turn.
Just game over.
So you have to be pretty precise with your swinging.
Yeah, hey, I believe it. Hey, alright, alright.
Oh, Renegade blowing himself up a bit.
Yeah. Ooh, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
tries to go for the drag down there into up tilt, but I believe that's just. It's either super precise.
Oh
or,
no! What were they trying to go for? Were they trying to like make it go down or like
I
launch
think
it
he
down?
was actually just going for a spike, and I think it was just. It just happened to be that he went in between the two blocks.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a setup that you've probably seen before. where
Yeah,
Steve
I got hit with that actually.
the spike with
Yeah.
the throw.
I've gotten the chance to go against Super Person at least once in bracket. I was knocked out immediately, so I could get that set up. Actually, I think I got one good grab. The one stock that I got, I think I actually got him with his own block. You know what? I may have lost, but at least I got
Renegade
something.
immediately evening it up with that.
Yeah.
But
I can definitely understand. Super Person is just one tough cookie to fight against, that's for sure.
oh yeah, both these players make it. They make it a pain.
Yeah,
at
they-
least.
But I mean, hey, that's why they're at they're at the top. Yeah, they're
For
supposed to.
sure.
Yeah. But you know what? Be on the lookout for the horizon because the G Meister will be there.
Yes. They're not ready for when I play a top tier. That's all I'll say.
That is true.
That they will come, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm
Ooh,
working on it.
I believe it. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, Renegade just really good at like controlling the pace of the game. That's one of his players. He basically just said, "I'm just gonna try to land traps. I don't care if you get like I know you're fishing for another diamond or something.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
just take the percent like."
Actually, not thinking about. Oh, never mind. There's diamond. I was about to say I haven't gotten a diamond in a bit, but I just found it.
This is a rough percent for Sewer right now.
Yeah, but they're Steve, so they can definitely turn it around.
Oh, for sure. A lot of
Almost
shield
got the shield
pressure.
break. Yeah, it's still there. Oh,
Risky get up attack, but he believed in
believed in.
he
Okay,
believed in himself.
that's true.
Oh,
Ooh, looking dicey.
yeah.
This is dicey now.
Whoever, if Sewer wins, there's another set, and if Renegade wins, that's the tournament. Oh,
Oh,
and the
ah,
block
what
saves
the?
him.
What happened? Okay,
Saved by the block.
literally. This is okay. That literally. Wow. Gotta appreciate the block more after that one.
I know that Renegade had a cheeky grin on his face after he
That-
survived that. He
That
knows
is true.
He probably sighed and said, "Oh, I have to play for another half hour." And then
Yeah.
the second he saw that block, he's like, "Oh, never mind."
Nah, definitely living on borrowed time. That's for sure. Or maybe not. That was like a miracle that happened.
Oh,
Ooh.
Sewer, if he just jumped, he could have gotten the back here.
Yeah. This is
This is
something's
so
gonna happen.
stressful.
It is. I mean, cause like I want to see a reset, but at the same time, I want to go home. So. Oh, oh, and the reset it is. It's a pop off too.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. A solid pop off from Sewer
Yeah.
first.
Oh, looks like they gotta get yeah, a little break, a little break. Oh,
That's history in the making right there. I haven't beaten that man in forever.
oh, it's history in the making. We heard it here from the man himself. Yeah.
That's my first time I've beaten Renegade in forever.
Hey, all right. History on Tuesday takedown. Let's go. We shoot for that. But we're also looks like we're not gonna get any sleep. So, anyways, back to the game.
Tears streaming from the content crew's eyes as they realize they have to sit through another half hour of this set. But you know, we ball.
We ball. You know what? That's right. We ball.
But
Oh.
I'm bawling literally. My eyes are streaming with tears. It's over.
Yeah. Let's go. I might need another Red Bull. Boy,
I am running low on dew, but
we make
we'll
do.
have to make do.
Yeah,
yes.
I beat you to it. I got that one. All right.
Yeah, you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, dang, you threw me with another one. Oh, yeah, I gave it to you. I gave it to you. This is why the master of puns himself. Ooh,
Let's see if Sewer can keep up this winning momentum. He was pretty hyped, and so
yeah,
a lot of times just feeling like that it just activates something within you.
that's true. I mean, hey, it's a reset. And then we heard from Super Person himself. I didn't know they haven't beaten Renegade in a while. And I don't know the lore between that. Like, how many times have they gone against each other?
I know they've both been playing each other for a while. I knew that Sewer's been losing as of late, but I didn't know if it was like a long losing streak or anything like that.
Ooh, right. The other thing too is I like with resets, it definitely comes down to also like a bit of like I guess energy or like stamina,
yeah.
because it starts to weigh in on you eventually.
Yeah, the interesting thing is that both of these characters are very draining to play against, but not necessarily to play as. I'd say.
Oh, okay.
Like both these characters, they have a playstyle where it's like, if I'm playing against either one of them, I'm having to like just try not to die for so long, and I'm just waiting for my one opportunity just to be able to hit them.
Yeah.
But like, so both these players are experiencing that right now, but they're also
Oh.
used to having to play these longer matches because of that. So
Okay.
they,
Oh, yo. No. Oh. Oh, no way. Oh, okay.
Renegade almost spiked
Yeah,
Sewer with his own block.
yeah. Oh no,
Oh.
but there. Yep.
He still lives that down there. I'm very surprised to see.
No way.
Oh, and the
bro.
block again.
I wonder if they did that on purpose to save themselves.
Call him Dwayne the Block Johnson.
Oh,
the way he's living all
yo,
these.
ain't no way you just said that, bro. That's pretty good, though. I love that. Dwayne the Block. We're keeping that. We're keeping. That should be a shirt, honestly. Oh, almost got that shield
The
break.
double up tilt
Oh.
from Renegade.
Yeah,
Not
good.
punished. I was expecting just a grab from Sewer, just anything there, but
Yeah,
then he just dashes back and gets the up smash.
not for real.
But
Oh no! Oh, I thought they stuck it on the
I-
C4.
I did as well, but Renegade right now, he said, you know what, I feel like I want it to be my turn, so he just started just hitting him. You know?
Yeah,
you
ooh,
can
the
just
parry,
do
though.
that.
Yeah. So though these two
Oh.
are oh no, yeah. That's,
Yeah.
Imagine I never thought I have to worry about running away from a minecart. Not gonna lie. Whenever I think about it, because that thing can grab you too. What was Sakurai thinking? I don't even think in Minecraft that does the cart even grab you at all?
No.
Ah,
Or yeah, I guess that is why. Yeah.
okay. I was thinking about it. I was like, what did like Sakurai just say? You know what? I think the minecart should just grab automatically. Honestly.
I don't know what made him think that. I think that whoever I think someone at
Ooh.
least should get demoted at Nintendo for that decision. but
That is true. Oh no way! I didn't
perfectly waited for the invincibility to run out with that Nikita, but
Yeah, I
get
mean,
oh,
oh
a
no.
classic blunder.
Oh, right now Renegade's saying like I want to go home. So you know what? All right.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, I
true.
wonder if Renegade's regretting the Crom game one now. I wonder if he's thinking, you know, if I just didn't do that, I
Probably
could have
would've-
just been home already.
That is true.
You know, and that actually could help Sewer out, because Sewer's like, you know,
Yeah.
maybe he's like, you just didn't respect me as a competitor enough, and just that one, I just need an inch, and that's
Ooh.
all I needed to get you.
Dang.
You know, he could still win this match, but he's definitely not down and out yet.
That is true. I mean, both players can definitely just go off and just like say, or just finish that stock up. Bro, these still though, so many grenades though. You have to like doing that fast. I'm guessing to have. Oh wait, so what's the setup though? The best setup for Snake to have with grenades.
It's very situational. Basically the idea is you want to try to chain things together off the grenade. So
Oh.
you want to like either hit someone into a C4 or just wait to follow up with an aerial.
Okay.
So that's what Renegade's mainly fishing for.
Oh,
There's
okay.
probably like very specific things that he knows, but basically the motto for everyone playing against him is just don't get hit.
Dang.
Because like it just like once
Oh, it's basically that.
yeah, he got hit. Like,
Yeah, he got hit. Yeah, just sealed the deal. But that was only game 1 though for this reset, so we still got a bit ahead of us. So this could definitely turn into another game 5.
yeah. So the main thing that set was like when both these players play patiently, it goes pretty well. But it's if one of them just chooses to really push their advantage and they get the right reads, they're doing so much damage.
Not for real. Ooh.
So
Yeah.
we saw Renegade make that comeback during like the second stock.
Yeah.
And that's really what changed the tide.
Just changed everything. Now we're into game 2. I guess the other reason why I guess I was thinking about like the exhaustion for playing these characters. 'Cause I'm kind of feeling exhausted watching.
Oh
this.
yeah. I'll be honest, I don't know how exhausting it is to play these characters. Like I know how exhausting it is to play against them, but I actually don't know how much like mental energy.
It takes for these guys.
Yeah.
I
I can
hope-
see it being a lot and I can also see it being a little. I think it's matchup dependent. Like I think in this matchup
They're like thinking,
it is pretty consuming.
oh no way! What was that?
The dude perfect trick shot, landing the snipe all the way down
I
to the
mean,
ground.
bruh. Is Steve doing Steve things again? You can't keep getting away with this. God.
I just have that gut feeling this is gonna go to game 5.
Yeah, I have a feeling too. It looks like we're having some banter over there too. Ooh.
Some rowdy friendly setups
Yeah.
over there, but
Yeah.
everyone's having fun here at Takedown. Remember, if you're at home, it could be you, but you chose to stay home and you regret it right now. So
That is
much.
true. You
It
could have
could've
been here.
You.
Could have been
You
here.
know you want to come.
That is true. Yeah, definitely here to Tuesday Takedown. Hey, I mean, it could have happened though.
You're hearing all this commotion in the background. You're like, dang, why did I stay home?
That
today?
seems like fun. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
For real.
That
And
should be a part of your advertising group.
that is true. just guilt trip the audience, say like, you should have been here.
Just give them the fear of missing out. That's all.
That is true. I mean, we do, and then there's also we have a bunch of Red Bull here, so
Yeah, but
yeah.
but
we
the numbers here have started going up ever since
So maybe we won't have as much as nearly, but you know we do have some. Really. No, yeah, it's definitely exciting to see like for the start of the semester to have 24. I think we broke records actually.
Oh, a bad air dodge from
Ooh.
Renegade. He does get punished and dies for it. That will cost him the stock.
We
See,
are.
that's the scary thing about these characters. Like, if you make one mistake like that, you're just dead.
Yeah.
Like, that's not okay. I'm sorry. Like, this game punishes way too hard.
It does, but you know what? That's why. That's what makes it different from the rest.
Yes.
Ooh. That's why probably Smash is still regarded as one of the best platformers. The only other real competition it has right now is itself.
Yes. But the old one.
The old one. The old
older
god.
one. The old one is 64. Melee's just
Yeah.
the interesting one, I guess.
That is true, actually. The middle child, yeah. Yeah.
I think the best way I've heard someone describe Melee is they called it a happy little accident.
Yeah.
Like just like one of Bob Ross's
yeah.
mishaps in his paintings, you know. And I think that's the perfect way to describe Melee because there's so much tech in that game that was unintended.
Yeah, like the
That-
wave dash itself. I
yeah.
don't think that was ever
it
intended.
was not. It's literally everything in that game is just a happy little accident.
Hey.
So,
Man, that's what, you know what? Sometimes we appreciate those happy little accidents. You know, it keeps it alive.
yeah, and there's still some in
Yeah.
this game. Like
I think, yeah, our stream lead definitely said it best when glitches become. Wait, what was it? When bugs become patches. There you go. I might just give the mic to Alice at that point. Bro, bugs become patches. We should put that as like a shirt, honestly.
I don't know if I'm the only person here, but
Oh,
when the crowd goes
wild. Looks like there's some doubles going on in the back.
Double hero versus double Pac-Man.
Oh,
Yeah, y'all could have been in that.
That is true.
You could have been playing hero, like reading your little Denny's menu while playing, and you could have picked a stupid move and killed someone, and you could
yeah.
have gone wild and screamed.
When like literally like half of the spells just do insta kills.
Yep. But instead, you chose to stay home and play Elite Smash, and you lost to like I don't know, like a Sora that just spammed the B button.
Oh, yo.
I don't know.
I feel like that was a bit of a projection right there.
That's who I usually run into online. Like that's
Dang.
the most common character I'd say is Sora.
Yeah,
I actually don't mind Sora that much though. But
that's okay. No, I mean honestly, I ran into and like that. That's going game 2 going to Renegade.
all these games are going so long and so close.
Yeah, feels like.
Oh.
All right, honestly,
Renegade, after 7 games or something, decides, you know what? I'm finally gonna ban a stage.
yo,
No more running it back.
No more. That's definitely.
I honestly wonder what changed after the first 7 times, because he still won.
Oh yeah.
But
I just realized we're at 11 mark. I think this is the latest we've been in a long time.
yeah, this is pretty late.
Yeah, but that's good though. That means that we're popping up. So now I'm terrified, but also excited at the idea of having 70 players.
It would be something.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be awesome though. But we'll be here probably till 2 in the morning.
I mean, if y'all are willing, I'm willing.
Dang. All right. No sleep. Let's go.
Yeah, more people need that commitment.
Ain't no rest for the wicked. That's right. Oh. All right. Back to this game though. I feel so bad, but this game, it could literally, it's been like 7 minutes each round.
Yeah, I don't think if like I wouldn't be surprised if both of these competitors go back and watch this VOD, and if they're hearing me right now, they are completely content with us just like going like astray with what we're saying, because it's hard to commentate this matchup well for this long. It's a very tiring and exhausting matchup.
Yeah.
It's just all about just cat and mouse, but
More like
all mouse.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Oh, the block.
Yeah.
He went for like just off the block. He assumed Renegade would attack.
Ooh, yeah, the backer though. Looks like Renegade's definitely wanting to close it out now.
Yeah, Sewer had a really good setup there actually, but
Ooh.
kind of lost a 50-50. But he gets the kill at the back air there, so
Yeah. Kind of even, honestly.
oh, it is very even. But just one trap like that,
Definitely.
taking 50.
Yeah. You know, I'm learning a lot about Snake and Steve than I thought I was gonna today. I did not wake up today saying I think I'm gonna learn a lot about Snake and Steve.
A lot of damage off that down throw. Sewer using Snake's grenades against him.
Bruh.
Oh, the minecart away. That was a good mix-up to get back on Steve.
Yeah.
I actually really liked it all.
Okay.
Like it's very easy to like watch Steve and just say, "Well, that was lame," but honestly, there are like times where I'm watching and I'm like, "That was actually just a really good play."
Not for real. Ooh. And also, thank you all again to our viewers that are also staying with us to the end of this stream. Hopefully, you've been toughing it out just as much as we have. So
Yeah, if you're still here, you're a real one.
for real.
I don't know if I'd still be here. though.
That is fair. That is fair.
But actually, because I'm on the mic and my ego's huge, I'd probably still stay just to listen to he whispers sweet nothings into the mic.
Hey, there you go. You know what? Ooh.
The anvil again.
Yeah.
My ego is massive.
Hey, I mean, sometimes you just like hearing yourself. I mean,
Hey, more people need to be honest.
yeah, that's true. That is true. You know what?
It's like the best policy ever.
It is the best policy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like hearing myself too. That's why I didn't mind whenever we had the mic on, like the voice meter back when that was a thing.
No, I didn't like that because I already have enough voices in my head. I don't need
That is fair. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. You know what? Honestly, you might be right. Not enough people are honest. You know. Dang. All right. Looks like this could be the end though, unless Sewer's person decides to like, you know what? Just like change it up. Ooh. Looks like. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
No
Sewer
way. It's
upgrades.
game. All right. We're going into game 4. All right.
Sewer person turning into the sewer man. Or like
Dang.
Superman.
Super. Hey. Yo. Bro.
You know what? As a miscellaneous commentator one time said at a major, 3-4, you're done, bro.
Oh, yo. 3,
Yeah, so
4.
if you're ever questioning your own commentary, just remember at a major, there was a guy who said 3-4, you're done, bro, on the mic.
Yo.
And he
Okay.
was like a paid commentator. So,
Yo. That's.
so you're doing great.
Okay. Hey, that's sweet.
For Smash commentary, the bar is like in the ground.
Okay, sweet.
So you're an excellent commentator.
You know what?
I don't tell you that enough.
But you're an excellent commentator, bro. Always love having you on the mic.
I try. The truth is, you just gotta be honest with what you see. It's like the one thing I hate about commentators is like they'll see something like that and they'll be like, "Yeah, that was really unfortunate." It's like, yeah, he died. Of course, it's unfortunate. Who
Yeah,
cares?
that is true.
That's just how the game goes every time. Like,
Nah,
someone's
yeah.
gonna lose.
That's why I try to use the terms too with it to try to. But yeah, the terms that I know though. That's why I also honestly ask questions because some of the stuff I don't know. For as long as this game's been, there's still a lot of knowledge you can take from it.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like honestly, when commentating, it's fine if you don't know.
Yeah,
Just don't say a bunch of filler that's wrong.
that is true. That's the other
That's
thing
my
too.
biggest grievance. If someone doesn't know and they just say a bunch of stuff that just I know is wrong, I actually get so annoyed.
Yeah, that is fair. That's why I'd rather. That's one of those things too. I'd rather admit that I don't know than say that I know and I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you have like a co-commentator, like,
And they-
it's honestly good commentary if you just ask like the other commentator a question to like understand what's going on, because
Yeah.
then you're also explaining to the viewers. You know?
Yeah, for real. And it's also good to
Ooh.
have definitely both commentators that have a good idea of how the game works, and then it's just excellent bouncing off of. Ooh.
Sure.
But I also just try to like give everyone a chance to comment. Because I'm still learning myself. I try not to be too judgmental on it. At least, well, I guess if you're really bad, I might say something.
Some people should know.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Not many people, but there are some.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say we have like safer bad commentators here in San Antonio.
no, honestly, all pretty good. And then some of them are also learning. So, yeah.
I will say though, Takedown's best commentator.
Oh, yo,
Clears easily.
Dang, man, that. Oh, I feel that. You know, thank you. And it's not even Valentine's Day, bro. Why are you hitting us with all these compliments, man? Doesn't hurt my ego is already big enough. I've been trying to keep it in check.
I'm just practicing until February. I don't know what else to say.
That's true. That's true. All right, I see you.
Show up when you were failing something, bro.
Oh, yo, you went up to that was off stream, yo.
I was like, I've never seen Nando get mad until that moment.
Bro, what's because I kept messing up? I was trying to get it.
Oh, this is the grand finals reset.
Yeah,
It
we're
is
in game 4.
Game 4 of the reset.
We,
Renegade's up.
Everything's up. Yeah. That's all good, no worries. I mean, honestly, this is.
Your fault for playing some characters that have like 1 minute.
Yeah. Definitely all been close to a timeout a few times here. More closer than I thought, that's for sure. It's fun though. I mean, hey, it just shows a good turnout for Tuesday. We had 24.
That was an interesting. Like
Ooh.
he did anvil, then like immediately was able to like either up air or up tilt off of it because he had
Yeah.
like a block place for
Ooh, there you go. Oh, no way with the DI.
it. Ooh.
Oh, the air dodge,
Yeah,
but
that
yeah.
dash attack will catch that landing.
Yeah. I usually don't root for I don't know. I want to see a game 5, but you know at this point, what's yeah, I know me too, but you know what? We ball. We have to keep going.
Yeah,
Even-
honestly, I've drank like 3 Mountain Dews and I really need to take a leak, so I hope they hurry it up.
Yeah, so that is true. I mean, hey, right now Renegade does have the lead, so we'll see what happens.
Also, shout out to this like moth or whatever that's in the venue that I just hear consistently crashing into the wall. He seems like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah. You could say, well, I don't know. He seems like he's molding or mothing. There you go.
Yeah, who knows what he's up to
Yeah.
behind the TV.
Yeah.
He seems friendly.
Yeah. Oh, that's. Oh no, we might be sitting game 5. No. No, but you know what? Shoutouts. They're just showing skill. You know what I mean? Hey, this is an epic battle of proportions that we've had in a Tuesday takedown.
Yeah, it's better to always watch a close up than to watch someone just get annihilated. To be
Yeah.
honest, so.
True. And also shout out to both competitors for tuning or for showing up for Tuesday takedown. Always appreciate it. Ooh,
Oh, that
dang.
grenade pressure. It wasn't his turn. He wanted it to be his turn so bad, but those grenades just didn't care.
Yeah. Oh no. You know what? It's a little bit of a Kobe shot, like because he's throwing the grenades through the little wall. Like oh,
that
the
up
up
tilt
tilt.
will do it.
All right, that was a good game for both competitors. So that was awesome. The little smiles here and there. Close. Awesome to have them. All right, looks like still a lot of people chilling at the venue. We get to see that replay real quick. So let's see what happened.
Now it's gonna go back to y'all.
All right, and then we'll probably end up closing it after this replay. So, see. Ooh, yep, the up tilt. All right, but at that point, I think everyone was just tired. I think.
Oh yeah.
All right, so sweet. So hey, what's back? I'm without my horns now, so you know what? Just back to normal Crimson. So you know it's nice having you. Thank you for everyone for tuning in for this Tuesday takedown. Always love to have you. Always love to see you stay to us to the very end. So you know what? Much love. But yeah, I think it was an awesome Tuesday takedown, definitely for the semester. So any final thoughts, G-Master?
Now I'm out of thoughts.
I'm out of thoughts too. So we'll be taking off now. You know, take it easy. Good night. See you next time. Or also look out for. I think we have future streams this week, right? Yeah, we'll probably have more streams this week. But you know what? If you know, we'll see what happens. And also see you next Tuesday.